What's good? What's good, my peopleizations? What's good, my peopleizations? Smash the like button. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, Christopher Colbert comments did not go without consequences. Plain and simple, right? Christopher Colbert's comments, this just lets you know just how big of a commodity Deontay Wilder actually is in the sport of boxing. Smash the like button. I see they're not sending out my notifications. So smash the like button. Okay. So there was some comments made. And at the end of the day, Bella Brittany, peace, bless queen. How you doing today? At the end of the day, what happened is it affects the bottom line. Period. Now, I know everybody saw what Ness had to come from with it, right? What took place, Rika Rabbit 12, peace of blessings, queen. How you doing? UZ said costume too heavy, right? So what happens is this, is that it affects the bottom line when you say the things that you say, and they're promoting fights, right? So there was some, because this is now, I don't know what took place with Ness and Deontay Wilder and so on and so forth. So I'm not going to get into that because I don't know. But what I do know is this, is that Christopher Colbert's comments didn't bode well for Fight Hype, right? And shout out to Sean, shout out to Ron, the brothers that work over there at Fight Hype, right? I don't believe that this would have affected Ness and his platform if it didn't affect them and their platform. You understand this now? He has a partnership with them, right? And it affected their platform. You see what I'm coming from? And they had an issue, so it was a domino effect now, right? Now, this just goes to show how big of a commodity Deontay Wilder is, right? Those are two major fights that Chris Colbert was talking about, and him not being a media member, right, has an effect, because it's like, remember, he said things like, "Oh, Danny Garcia is a fan of the PBC," and Danny Garcia is like, "Man, you fight on PBC," and he's like, "Yeah, but you know, your relationship, whatever, so on and so forth," right? I highly doubt and see Deontay Wilder waking up and saying, "Y'all have to take that in that video with Chris Colbert talking about me." No. Deontay Wilder is not going to wake up and say, "Hey, you see this video about Chris Colbert? You got to take it down." He's not going to do that. Yeah, Fly Guy 89, Fly High 89. He said, he told Danny Garcia, "You're a Al Heyman guy," and he says, he said to him, "Well, you are Al Heyman guy." He said, "Yeah, but you like you're close to him," or whatever he said. Devon Griffin, my brother in Super Chat, he said, we got 252 people on here. It needs to be 252 likes. Well, now, great brother, we got 400 people here, and it needs to be 400 likes. Salute to my brother Devon Griffin in Super Chat. Quest X, my brother in Super Chat. Cook 'em Blue. Too many of these lanes out here, clout chasing on Wilder and making stuff up. Right. So, Derek Jimenez, what's going on, great brother? DP Rocket, Antoine Reed, Chua Coronado, Bella Brittany, Peace Blessings Queen, Almighty Chilzo, Lawrence RBE, Merriman, Michael Johnson, Boston Talking More, Frankly Sherry, Ronaldo McKinnis, what's going on? Jonathan Sebastian, Wayman Davis, number 3, P Dog, what's going on? Now, I'm gonna say this, right? Does Deontay Wilder see and hear everything? Of course he does. But he has a team to do it, right? Josh Hart, what's going on? Caesar Elman, what's going on? He has a team to do it for him, right? Unless it's somebody that he pays a close attention to. Mr. Africa, what's going on? He's not going to, Ashante L, what's going on? He's not going to wake up and say, you see that video with Christopher Colbert, take it down. He's not going to do that. Machiavelli Mafia, what's going on? Right? Just K, Gold, what's going on? Pioneers, what's going on? He's not going to do that. That's just not. Steven Navajo, what's going on? He'll just rather just, okay, S.TV, what's going on? You know, he'll see a fighter. Give me 1 second, my peoples. Wife decides to call me while I'm doing my stream.
Morning.
All right. Adrian Vet, DP Rocker, 88 Sports Talk, Philip Redding, Jew Blue, Brown on Boxing, what's going on? Gold Kings, what's going on? So, Jamil Allen, what's going on? E King Fight News, what's going on? E King, where you been at, bro? Jesse, what's going on? Days 9454, what's going on? He said, bro, Ness was the one doing the interview. Yeah, I know, but E King. It's not Ness. Knuckle Up Sports. What's going on? Gar Arison, 3 states below. Sheen, what's going on? Sherman Callahan, Boxing Dad. Roy Gifted, 3 states below. What's going on? It's not Ness. It is that what it is Fight Hype didn't want that attention. And his affiliation with them, they told him you gotta take it down. Right? Mike Lawson, what's going on, great brother? They told him you got to take it down. See, and because he's partnered with them, he has to take his content down because they had to take theirs down in association. You hear him? He's, they're working together. Nesta Gibbs, Boxing Voice, with association with Fight Hype. So my sources told me that Fight Hype was informed that maybe they should take it down because it wasn't a good look. And if they had to take theirs down, well, then it's a domino effect. He had to take his down. So now, it sounded like Ness sounded like he had a conversation. I don't know if he had I know he has Deontay's contact. I don't know if he had a conversation with him or not. So I don't know. I don't know what happened with Ness and Deontay and that. I don't know. But what my sources told me is that Fight Hype was informed that it's not a good look, and they was informed maybe you should take it down. They took it down, and because of his association and that interview, and he had to take his down. AG, brother in the super chat, Colbert just said the truth raw. He refused all the excuses Wilder used, and he's a boxer too. He knows more than us. Okay, AG, let me ask you, great brother AG. So you come here and you'll say, well, Chris Colbert is a boxer, so he knows. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Is Chris AG? Now I need you to respond to this. Don't disappear. So AG, you say Chris Colbert is a boxer, he knows more than us. So is it fair to say Evander Holyfield is more experienced than Christopher Colbert? Just yes or no, AG? AG, let's make this quick. Just yes or no. Southside of Music, what's going on? Dion Folks, what's going on? A-Side Boxing Talk. Leroy Edmondson, Darius Ewan, Nitty G, what's going on, my great brother? Southern T Boxing and Sports. My brother Southern T Boxing and Sports. Go subscribe to my brother Southern T Boxing and Sports. Kingdom Life, Southern T, drop the link. Ketty Peace 504, what's going on? Queen 71, peace of bless, Queen. How you doing? Where you been at? I ain't see you in a month of days. I ain't see you in at least 2 weeks. JC, what's going on? TC, peace of bless to the Queen in Super Chat. We from New York City, Blue. Colbert talks like a New York kid. He is not clout chasing. He was asked an opinion. Not everyone has to agree with Wilder. That's a fact, but here's the thing. See, this is what we missing. You can have your opinion, say what you want. But when you use the name calling, that goes to a whole different level. I have my opinion on all fighters. That's what I do. You never heard me use name calling to describe any fighter. Not one. Not one. Not one. So it's okay it's okay to have an opinion. It's okay to say you thought he won, you think Tyson Fury gonna win, you team Fury, so on and so forth. Cool. When you're saying he making up all these excuses and you can see all of the information set forth for you, well then how is it excuses? It comes down to giving whoever you deem to be your favorite the benefit of the doubt. That's what it boils down to. And so, like Evander Holyfield said, it happened to him. So how could Christopher Colbert say it's not possible? How could you look at the gloves and Deontay Wilder saying something wrong with the gloves, and then you agree the glove don't look right, but then you saying, well, it's the type of glove you're using because I could bend my glove and move my hand. Well, you ain't supposed to do that. So just because you can do it, don't make it right. So the fact that he's saying, or I could move my hands in the glove, so give me those same type of gloves so I can knock people out, so on and so forth. Well, guess what? He knew who Patrick Day was as well. This is a serious sport. And we know there's plenty of boxers that bend the rules in the sport of boxing. Plenty of boxers. So when you go to say, when you have an opinion, right? And you say, things like, Pure Muscle, what's going on? VA House, what's going on? Brown Squad Inc., what's going on? So when you say things like that, right? Then you're just saying, well, Deontay Wilder is just being a sore loser. When you know the possibilities that take place within the sport of boxing. It's one thing to say, hey, I just think Tyson Fury is the better boxer. Cool. Nobody's saying you can have your opinion. You can say what you want. Tyson Fury is the better boxer. Cool. You can say, I think Tyson Fury is going to win because he's simply the better boxer. Cool. But when you're saying stuff like, hey, man, that's not true. That can't happen. Well, we saw it happen with Miguel Cotto. We saw it happen with Luis Resto. It was too late in the situation with Luis Resto and Panama Lewis. Why we always got to wait until it's too late to raise the eyebrow? When Miguel Cotto raised the eyebrow and said there was something wrong, we still wait till it's too late. Why? When Shane Mosley, Miguel Cotto's career was never the same. Who knows the trajectory of Miguel Cotto's career? Before the Margarito fight, he looked like a completely different fighter than after the Margarito fight. That changed his career forever. So it's irresponsible for us as fans, as media members, as boxers, as peers, as everybody included in the sport to always turn a blind eye to things and act like you don't see something is wrong. What are you waiting for? You don't, Bowser, see what's going on. You don't have to fancy a boxer to say, wait a minute, this needs to, we gotta look at this closely. We see right now with Casemiro don't want to enter the clean program to fight Nonito Donaire. Why? That don't raise an eyebrow to you? That don't make you question and say, why don't you want to enter the clean boxing program? Why wouldn't you want to? A-Side Boxer Talk, brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Seemed like Colbert had a lot up in his heart when he's speaking on Spence and Wilder. He better chill before he be fighting once every other year. How you gonna come at the cash cows of the company you work at? Well, it's not even that. He can have an opinion, right? Say what he want. The thing is, right? Here's my thing. I don't. Listen, he could have his whatever opinion he want about whatever fighter and however who he think gonna win. Cool. When my issue is, right, when these fighters, trainers, managers, and everybody involved publicly don't want to say these things take place, and you know these things take place because when it's your fighter and you have vested interest, then you want to be on the forefront and you want to say, hey man, look what's happening. But when it's another fighter, you want to act like, I don't know. No. Drew Tight, my brother Super Chat, don't get me started on New York kid talk because he fits the bill for something else. Yeah, man, it's amazing to me, right? Is that we can't act like, salute to my brother Drew Tight and go subscribe to my brother Drew Tight. Drew, drop the link. So that's where everybody has their own reasonings. Moped Mosley, what's going on? For saying what they say and so forth. My thing is this. Iron Levant, my brother in the super chat, dropping that. Dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. TC is correct to a point. We from New York, me, Blue, Drew, and we know when it's an opinion and when it's straight hate. And Colbert was talking in a matter of opinion, but in a matter of off, he just don't like Wilder. Oh, for sure. So my thing is, D-Stacks TV, what's going on? So my thing is this, right? I know how we walk in New York, right? I know that. Born, bred, never lived nowhere else. But the thing is, I also know he knows. So see, when he says stuff like that, when we from New York, okay, so we from New York and we know the late great Patrick Day. He's from New York. He came through the amateur system with Patrick Day. He knows Patrick Day very well. He knows what happened. So you know how serious this sport is. And so when you say, oh well, you know, I saw this, but you know, those gloves, there's nothing wrong with the gloves. Oh, you just make no. We always have to wait until it's too late. Why? Robert Pitts, my brother in super chat. Anybody ever notice it's always top rank fighters involved in Fury cheating? Wilder is deeper than boxing. Errol been knowing what's going on. But that's the thing. If nobody is willing to change it, Boxing Logic United, my brother in the building. Is that Big Rich? Cotton was the same cause he left his father and trainer, who felt he needed more time to regain his confidence after that Margarito fight. Oh, Cotto wasn't the same because he left his father and trainer. He felt he needed more time to regain his confidence after that Margarito fight. No, but mentally, he wasn't the same fighter anymore. He wasn't the same fighter. He wasn't the same fighter. It wasn't his technique. It was mental. I am Ill Will, my brother. I am Ill Will in the building. Go subscribe to my brother. I am Ill Will. No, it was mental. Joe Davis 2310. What's going on? Larry Lawson 83. What's going on? He wasn't the same fighter. Thomas Mullen. What's going on? He just wasn't. And even if that's the case, again, that fight still changed the trajectory of his career. Joe Horta. What's going on? ESC fight. What's going on? Quincy Carter, my brother in super chat. Blue, you think Madonna got Broner with the gloves too? I don't doubt it. Kev Mack, what's going on? Kev M, what's going on? I don't doubt it. Hey, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, right? Think about this. If he wanted to wear those gloves against Floyd Mayweather, why wouldn't he wear them against Madonna? We got 1,000 people here. We should have 1,000 likes. If he wanted to wear those gloves against Floyd Mayweather, what made you think he wouldn't wear the gloves against Madonna? Right. I know what you mean, his confidence, but what I'm saying is, it's not just confidence. Confidence is meaning that, hey, I could go and win this fight. When I say it's mental, you look at it from a standpoint and say to the, can I, you saying confidence is, can I do this? You know, can I not? Right. But when I'm saying it's mental, it's like, uh-oh, if I take another punch, that's not confidence. Right. Man, if I take this punch, man, you know, I don't want to take him another punch. It's hesitation is what I'm talking about. Right. He took his will. Right. And that's what I'm saying. But even after that fight, everybody said, well, oh, Miguel Cotto, man, oh, come on. Miguel Cotto was pointing out the raps. Oh, no, look at the raps. Why is it like, oh, no. Very next fight, you see the raps with Shane Mosley, and now it's not a question. Uh-oh, Shane Mosley had to catch it. Again, the boxing commission didn't catch it. So my thing is, why do we have to wait all the time? As fighters, you know what takes place. So imagine O'Shaquie Foster. We know what took place with his opponent, Miguel Roman. Now imagine, and shout out to O'Shaquie Foster, and now Keyshawn Davis. His opponent tried to rub something on his gloves in the hallway. Jake Hutch was going on, bleeding while he was getting ready to make the ring walk, and one of his team members caught the person doing it, the boxer doing it, and then they approached him. So you think moving forward, Keyshawn Davis in his very early career is not going to expect anybody to try anything? Anthony Hernandez, what's going on? You don't think so? Just think about that. This dude got 2 fights, and his opponent is trying to rub things on his gloves to have an advantage. Now, in 2 fights, somebody's attempting this when you only have 2 fights. Imagine what they're attempting if you Deontay Wilder with 40 fights and 40 knockouts. 41 fights with 40 knockouts. If they're attempting that with Keyshawn Davis, he only has 2 fights. Imagine what they're attempting with Deontay Wilder that has 40 fights, 41 fights with 40 knockouts. Or you Floyd Mayweather, when you what was he at the time? 46-0? 45-0? I mean, come on. And this is not rocket science, people. Devon Griffin, my brother in Super Chat, will you be going live when the NFL starts? Monday through Friday, it's my same schedule. Same schedule, great brother, Monday through Friday. Even when the NFL starts. Yaakov One White, Prime Minister. Jay Lee, what's going on? DC Trucker, my brother in Super Chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. I wonder why nobody caught it before the fight. Because here's the thing, DC Trucker. Now, watch this now, DC Trucker. Everybody's calls for Jay Diaz's career, right? Oh, he should have got rid of Jay Diaz. Jay Diaz should have seen it. Jay Diaz should have seen it. How many fights did Antonio Margarito go through when he was when the other opposing team and opponents was in his locker room? How many of them was experienced that didn't catch it? I'll wait. You see how that works, DC Trucker? Just think about that, right? DC Trucker, that's a great question. So, salute to my brother, DC Trucker. Now, DC Trucker, right? Now, just think about that. Margarito had how many fights leading up in that? There was nobody experienced in the other team on the other side that didn't catch it? Or was there, and they just knew what they was doing, so you couldn't catch it? But brother Nassim Richardson, he almost didn't catch it. He said that he just happened to pick up one of the raps that was sitting there. He was watching them rap. He just happened to pick up one of the raps. And when he touched it, His stuff started falling out. He almost didn't catch it. Like NG brother in the super chat, Blue, these fight because they can't get past their own personal issues with the men and on their own block to be reversed as such. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree with you, great brother. I agree with you. The African sci-fi scholar, my brother super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute, Blue. These dudes can't admit any wrongdoing against Wilder, but are quick to label Don King the face of corruption. I get it. Hashtag LDBC. Right. LV Slugger, what's going on? Bella Brittany, peace and blessings, queen in the super chat. Peopleizations, let's get the likes all the way up. Yeah, my peopleizations, get the likes all the way up. Groundhog Sports Nation, what's going on? Get the likes all the way up. Kev M, brother in super chat. Blue, how much of a difference do you think Malik will make in Deontay's training? He's looking pretty good right now. Hashtag Team Wilder for life. Or I think he's going to make a world of a difference. See, it goes just like this, Kev M, right? Money and Ghetto, what's going on? Kev M, it goes like this, right? You know, in the NBA, when you hire a coach that nobody knows, right? And everybody's quick to be like, man, this guy, why we hire this guy? You don't know who he is. You don't know what he do. Or he's not seen as a winner in his professional career. But then once he start winning and start making a difference, then everybody's going to be like, oh, man, you see, that dude is good, man. Right. That's what happens. That's what happens. Silver Surfer, what's going on? White Wolf Love, he said lies. Lies about what? Lynette Bowman, peace of blessed queen in the super chat, dropping that half a girl on your boy Blue in the super chat. Appreciate you, queen. Joel Horter, will Deontay Wilder end up in Saudi Arabia or Qatar because of the mega money? I'm sure eventually he'll go over there. Underground Solomon, what's going on? Day, what's going on? I'm sure eventually he'll make his way. It's big money over there. Why not? Jay Sharp, Darryl Lewis, what's going on? Jose Villanueva, what's going on? Uncle Man, what's going on? Sean Thaxter, Don Meatley, the Village Brother, Master Yoda, what's going on? Jay Walk, what's going on? So, Will Smith, what's going on? Alex York, what's going on? My brother Oshaki Forster in the building. What's good with your champ? What's good with your champ? Stephen Ross, what's going on? Cowboy 357, what's going on? Anah Israel, what's going on? So my thing is this, right? Why do we always have to wait until the after effect to say, oh, you see what happened? Oh, man, that's unfortunate. Why? When we could prevent it before it happens. When we could say, G-Code, what's going on? When we could say, hey, listen, man, you know something? This didn't look right, so let's address this. This didn't look right, so let's address this. Right? But no, he chooses to say, well, you see, the gloves didn't look right, but I put on those gloves and I could open my palm. Well, guess what? Palming in the sport of boxing is not legal. Well, guess what? Using the horsehair gloves shouldn't be allowed. If we are for the safety of the athletes, the whole reason you have a team. Now, get this. Let me ask y'all a question. I want y'all to see this. The whole reason you have a team going to opposing team's locker room to make sure everything is on the up and up with the hand wraps, it's for the safety of the athletes, right? And to make sure there's nothing foreign inside the glove, right? So why would we allow them to wear gloves that has no padding in the knuckle areas and you can be manipulated and moved around? Please answer that. If it's about the safety of the athletes. If it's about the safety of the athletes, let's make it about the safety of the athletes. Don't make it halfway about the safety of the athletes. Make it all the way about the safety of the athletes. Or is it about the excitement? Jonathan Hill, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. What's goody, Blue? The kicker is that Wilder knows that and Fury know the authentic truth, And just like Margarito, it will show on fight night. Truth is inevitable. Inevitable. Facts. I agree. Kizzy Hayes, what's going on? Jerry Booker, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a hundo on your boy Blue in the super chat. Just wanted to show love. I wish that new media would push for a national boxing commission. We don't hear Teddy Atlas and the rest of old media calling for it anymore. Now that they have a white hype, not hope. I speak my mind. Time for sleep. Hashtag salute. Salute to you, great brother. So my thing is this, right? When we look at it from this standpoint, right, we have to, if we're going to have this, the safety, the betterment and the safety of the sport of boxing for the athletes, it needs to be all the way. Paul Carrick, my brother in the super chat, he says, salute Blue to today straight, huh? Salute Blue, today straight, huh? Oh yeah, for sure. Crash Camp 67, my brother in the super chat, dropping that. Go! On your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute Blue. They don't care if we're cheated. Nobody talks about why Fury can't fight in his own country. Hashtag tainted meat. Hashtag like and cheat. Hey, that goes unnoticed. My brother Remanifest in the building. He said, and dropping that half a girl on your boy Blue in the super chat. Any black man rocking pink hair probably is trying to tell you something. Well, let me say this too about his hair. His hair color symbolizes different health issues. So it's like, you know, pink for the October, or, you know, purple for this or whatever. So just to clarify that, you know, because I know a lot of people look at it. Well, that is for representation for different things. So I know people look at that and they like, man, this dude, but it's for a reason. He does that for a reason and for a cause. Not to, you know, I'm just saying, y'all know we got to deal with facts over feelings. So I got to tell the truth. His hair color and the colors he wear is for a cause. Big Truck Trap Star, my brother in the super chat, he says, salute Big Blue. We in the trees again. We about hunting for bucks. ATL. Oh yeah, it's go time tonight, huh? And they don't have no Giannis is not playing again. You're not playing again. My brother, Brown Squad Inc. in the super chat, he said people be tripping Phil Jackson was as a player, yeah, and is one of the greatest NBA coaches ever. Get out your feelings. Hashtag too sad. Yeah, facts. Right. Tanya Scott, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Texas Bulldog Boston, what's going on? Right. He wasn't Phil Jackson was the best player. Look at look at Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach is in the Hall of Fame. Look at his resume and his career. Look how he changed Manny Pacquiao's career. I mean, it has nothing to do with, it's just your boxing mind, period. African Sci-Fi Scholar, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a go on your boy Blue in the super chat. The fact that opposing trainers have to watch opponents wrap hands means there's a culture of cheating. Right. Imagine half NFL coaching having to watch another team suit up. This is exactly what I'm saying. Hold on. We got 1,000 people and we have 600 likes. So that means we have 400 people just moonlighting. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up. There's no way we got 1,000 people here and we got 600 likes. Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up. Come on, people. Let's work. Get the likes all the way up. What are we doing? Razor 5313. Tony the Tank 2. What's going on? Shamzilla Hot Seat. What's going on? Right? Coach Rob, what's going on? So my thing is this, right? If Dr. Hook, what's going on? If you're going to speak up, right? Because this is what I saw. Now, let me give you an example, right? Deontay Mosley, what's going on? Let me give y'all an example. We see Nonito Donaire having a situation, right, going on. S550J, Sci-Fi the guy, what's going on? We see this situation going on with Nonito Donaire and Casemiro. Why is it so hard to get Casemiro to enter the clean boxing program? Chris Garcia, Marlon Batistas, what's going on? World Boxing, what's going on? Why is it so hard to get him to participate in the clean boxing program? It's like, why isn't everybody talking about this? Everybody should be talking about this. Everybody, Blackwater Boxing, what's going on? Everybody should be saying, bro, there should be overwhelming amount of people in the sport of boxing, Black Bruce Wayne Jr., what's going on, that should be telling Casemiro, bro, you have to enter the program. Macados to Mac of the South, what's going on? Real Dino Wells, what's going on? 888, what's going on? Job, what's going on? There should be an overwhelming amount of people saying, bro, there's nobody fighting you until you enter the program. Khalid Muhammad, what's going on? Elijah Martinez, what's going on? Paul Counter Boxing, what's going on? Overwhelming amount. How come there's only a handful of people that's saying it? Now get this. I saw people that's saying they support what Nonito Donaire is saying, but wouldn't say anything about the gloves. And they know what took place with the gloves. Overwhelming amount of people should be pushing what Nonito Donaire is pushing. He's saying there should be a clean boxing program 24/7, 365, just like he's been in for the last 10 years. But yet, where's the overwhelming amount of people pushing this? Richard Gasson, brother in Super Chat, I hope Wilder turn his back on old media when he gets knocked out, when he gets a knockout. Yeah. Marky Dan 123, brother in the Super Chat. He said, just got out of class. Salute to you, great brother. So ask yourself the question, right? How come everybody is not talking about this man who's a champion not being in the clean boxing program? Crash Camp 6-7, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that 3/4 of a dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. Pay attention. After Fury fights, they discard his raps and he starts acting goofy. Hashtag distraction, hashtag cheat. Facts. My brother Oshaki Foster, he said, Blue, I'm in the clean boxing program. It's easy. This is what I'm talking about. So now, think about this. Our brother Oshaki Foster is in the clean boxing program, right? Now, he's been doing this and committing to this, but his opponent says, no, I ain't doing it. Huh? Well, why not? I mean, it's just not that hard. Well, why not? It's just not that. Why is it so hard? It's not. Look what he said. It's easy. It's not that hard. So how come Casemiro is saying, I'm not going in there? Huh? This is a huge fight for him and Nonito Donaire. And then the winner's going to fight for undisputed against Anui. This is a major fight. He's saying he'd rather risk the fight not taking place because he don't want to enter the program. So what should that tell you? The sanction body should say, okay, well, we need the belt. Reggie, brother in the Super Chat, he says, salute, Blue, salute to you, great brother. So the sanction body at that point in time should say, okay, no problem, well, but we're going to need that belt. Reggie, I appreciate you, great brother. Lynette Bowman, Queen, back in the Super Chat, dropping another half a dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. Those gloves should be checked for wrapping that doesn't harden. Objects and chemical elation. Yep. Remember, Ali said Sonny Liston had something on his gloves. This is a fact. Shouldn't we, and Lynette Bowman, should we have not progressed since that time majorly? Yeah, Bella Brittany said, I remember when Pacquiao refused testing, not much was said. And right now, Bella Brittany, Solo Production, what's going on, great brother? The Chosen One, what's going on? Chosen 33, what's going on? Now, Bella Brittany, Helpful Telescope, what's going on? Right now, you had Victor Conte come out and say Manny Pacquiao is not enrolled in the full program. Right? He does the bare minimum. Everybody comes out, why he got to do that? What are you talking about? Why does he have to do that? What is it preventing you from seeing? The best version of them? Jermaine Bean, my brother in the Super Chat. The same reason I won't give my girl my phone. Oh, Journeyman, what's going on, great brother? Lauren Anderson, my brother, in the building. Where you been at, bro? In the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Bomb Squad, salute Blue, salute Room, smash the like button. Yeah, smash that like button. He said the same reason I won't give my girl my phone. Kenny Peace 504, what's going on? Richard Gasson, brother in the super chat. I hope Wilder turns his back on old media. I read that already. She said the same. Can you be? She said, stop laughing at that. Why not? What's going on? Real Dino Wells, what's going on? Full of hunger boxing, what's going on? Jay Lynn, peace and blessings, Queen. Tito Morel, what's going on? I'm glad I'm past those times, boy. My wife said, hey, can I see your phone? Yeah, gladly. Domingo Benilla, what's going on? Southern T Boston, what's going on? Southside Music, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. You would think that Holyfield's name holds enough weight to where they would have to look a little deeper into all of these claims against Fury and others. I mean, Holyfield is talking now, right? But no, we'll say that's why I asked the brother. We'll say Christopher Colbert has more stand. Well, he's a professional athlete. He's a professional boxer. He would know. Well, that's why I asked the brother, isn't it safe to say Evander Holyfield's more accomplished and more established? And if Evander Holyfield said it happened to him, if Evander Holyfield, peace be free, what's going on? King Switch, what's going on? If Evander Holyfield said it happened to him, Anwar Willis, okay, what's going on, Anwar Willis? So now we know what happened with O'Shaquie Foster when they tried to use gloves with no padding in his fight, right? We know what happened to Keyshawn Davis. And this, how many fights Keyshawn Davis got? 2? How many fights Keyshawn Davis has? 2 at the time? Right? Right. He need to give O'Shaquie Foster that fight. Right. I'm with you. Yep. My brother O'Shaquie Foster said, if the people call for this fight, I will end Chris Colbert hype train. I'll stop this dude for sure. Believe that. And I believe you, great brother. For sure I do. And we gonna push for that. I was hoping it happened. I was hoping that you was the replacement for Yuriokis Gamboa. That's what I was hoping. Ja the Real, what's going on? So Keyshawn O'Shaquie Foster fight, right? We know Miguel Roman had no padding in his gloves. Then it was a mistake, right? Then they switched the glove. Keyshawn Davis, 2 fights. They catch the guy in the tunnel putting stuff on the gloves. He only has 2 fights. His opponent is putting stuff on the gloves. Cool. There's no big headlines about that. We know the big ones: Panama Lewis, Luis Resto, Miguel Cotto, Margarito, Shane Mosley, right? But what about Evander Holyfield saying this happened to him with the water? Then we look at, he said this happened with him with the water. Then you look at Tyson Fury saying when he fought Vladimir Klitschko, when he went over there, he was informed to not eat or drink the water over there. Well, wait a minute. So how is it far-fetched for Deontay Wilder when he says something went wrong? Is it because Mark Breland is the darling of the sport of boxing? Great personality, guy, well-spoken guy, soft-spoken, well-accomplished within the sport. Is that it? And we don't want to believe that this took place with him. Jay Shep, Stephen Ross, Fat Cat Shadowboxer, my brother. He said it was Keyshawn Davis' second fight. The officials didn't catch it, but his team did. Right. Devon Malcolm, what's going on? My brother, Arts Boxing Life in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute, good brother. Thanks for always producing top-notch content, especially the early AM videos. Oh, you got it, great brother. You got it. Appreciate you. I appreciate you supporting. Blue screen, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. What up, Blue? Just wanted to make correction about the regular WBA regular junior lightweight belt. That too said the other day. That you said the other day. What up, Blue? Just wanted to make correction about the regular WBA regular junior lightweight belt that you said the other day. Roger Gutierrez is the WBA regular. Tank is the super. Well, Tank was elevated to the super, right? Wasn't he elevated to the super? Maybe I was wrong. I appreciate the correction, though, blue screen. TC said, yeah, them early videos be needed. Man, y'all know what I go through to make them early videos? Man. Hamilton Steel, what's going on? Crash Camp 67, my brother in super chat, dropping that half a go on your boy Blue in the super chat. When Mayweather called for testing, all old media got mad. Why? Hashtag I ain't on it. Oh, okay. Pardon me, great brother. He said hashtag in on it. Right. So Jessica Burton, peace, blessings, queen. So my thing is, like the brother said, right? When Floyd Mayweather asked Manny Pacquiao to do it, the entire boxing world was flipped upside. Oh man, he's holding up the biggest fight in boxing. He's holding up the biggest fight in boxing. Devon Malcolm said most boxers do it. Why care? For the ones that don't do it. Simple as that. One life in the sport of boxing is too many. So when we say stuff like that, that's what's wrong with the fan base. That's what's wrong with boxing. That's what's wrong. For one person in this chat to say, well, everybody does it, so why worry about it? What do you mean? Everybody don't do it. Oh, Shacky Foster's here right now, and he just told you he's in a clean program. Nonito Donaire been in a clean program for 10 years. 24/7, 365 days around the clock. So for Shacky Foster and for Nonito Donaire, let's say they was the only two brothers in the sport of boxing that wasn't doing anything. Well, we would do it for them then. That's why. I don't understand how you could say, well, why we care about it if everybody's doing it. What do you mean? This is not baseball. This is not football. This is not basketball. Even football, it shouldn't be done. That's why. Only in boxing, these things can be said. Only in boxing. Only in boxing, you can say stuff like, why are we worried about it when everybody do it? Only in boxing. Only in the sport of boxing do we do that. Only in boxing. Only in boxing, you'll hear somebody say stuff like that. Sin Colbert, Mississippi, what's going on? Only in boxing. MP WTF, what's going on? Coach D, Pierre Wright, what's going on? Chevelle Solomon, my brother. Lloyd Williams, what's going on? Maurice Bridges. Where'd my brother go? Southside of Music. Jordan Maverick, Los Angeles Lakers, what's going on? Only in boxing, you'll hear people say, Jay Wayne Citizen, what's going on? Jaden One, what's going on? Well, everybody does it, so why are we paying attention to it? Because everybody don't do it, brother. That's why Floyd Mayweather was in the clean program. If everybody did it, then he wouldn't have even asked for it. Milton Wells, what's going on? If everybody did it, then why is Nonito Donaire saying Casimiro needs to enter the program? What are we talking about here? Revolutionary News, my brother in super chat dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Fury punched a dent in Wilder's head at the beginning of the 5th round, and in the second fight, if Wilder had dents in the gloves, he would be banned from boxing. Salute, Blue. This is a fact. King Kong, what's going on? Ken Broadway, what's going on? DP Rocker, my brother. Jose Juarez, what's going on? Boss Red 357, what's going on? Peso, what's going on? Why not? What's going on? Only in boxing this can happen. Only in boxing. This don't happen in no other sport. Does this happen in basketball? Imagine in football, basketball, baseball, right? A guy gets caught and we be like, hey, man, don't suspend that guy, man. Everybody does it. Huh? Until it's your team that's losing. Then you'll be like, man, look what they did to my team. Jack T, my brother in Super Chat, how good is your fighter if they have to cheat? Right. But my thing is, Jack T, why would you be okay with it? Sugar Fantastic, my brother in the Super Chat, as he is every day, showing love, supporting. Appreciate you. Kanal Williams, my brother, what's going on? It's amazing. So he said Aaron Pryor and Holyfield did it, but they legends. So it makes it okay if they did it. Wayne Crespo, what's going on? Shelton, what's going on? Okay, so they did it, but their opponents didn't. So it makes it okay? What are we talking about here? Christian Perez, brother in the Super Chat. Watch the Valuetainment interview, the Fight Fixer guy. He talks about all the dirty stuff that happens behind the scenes of boxing. Oh, yeah? What is that? A channel? Christian Perez? Is that a channel? Smash the like button, man. Gregory X, what's going on? How many likes we got? Fly Eagles Fly 2K, what's going on? We should have at least going on 1.1K likes. So my thing is this, right? Lion of Judah 44, what's going on? We should be focused on the betterment and the safety of the health of all these athletes. Period. Point blank and period. That's it. That's it. So now Chris Colbert saying this. So now TC, my people's from New York, because I know y'all was saying, well, this is just how we talk. So I know y'all I didn't even get to this. So I was getting to this. Lee Easy, what's going on? So I can explain this to y'all. You know what he said in the interview today? My Harry Nation Sports Podcast, my brother in the Super Chat. He said, salute Blue Blood Sports TV. Been a minute. I see Chris Colbert trying to clout chase, but it blew up in his keep up the great work. Appreciate you, great brother. Go subscribe to my brother, my Harry Nation Sports Podcast. Did y'all know what he said? Did anybody hear what he said today? TC, the Queen, and my people's from New York. Did y'all hear what he said today? Because I know we're saying, well, that's just how we talk here in New York. Terrell Brooks, what's going on? He was a cloud chaser, remember, right? So I wanted to update y'all with this news. Do y'all hear what he said? Y'all ready for this? Bring it back. What's going on? Yeah, he said more today. Fly High 89. He said more today. Oh, for sure. Today was his press conference. He said more today. Big homie Cool. What's going on? So you know what he said today? Kareem Ebanks, what's going on? He said essentially that somebody has to be the bad guy, but he's just being himself and just speaking his mind. Side of the ruler, what's going on? And he says, well, at least my Instagram followers went up. I'll probably do it again tomorrow. I should have been doing it. That's what he said. He said, at least my Instagram followers went up. Gerard Rodriguez, what's going on? Okay, no problem. Rasheed Foster, what's going on? Jermaine Jubilee, what's going on? Jethro 66, what's going on? He said, my Instagram followers went up. She said, what he said after that? He said, after that, he said, but I'm just being myself. He's just being himself. Kai, what's going on? Narco Blings, what's going on? So he said, I should have been doing it. Maybe I'll keep continuing to do it. Adewale M, what's going on? Dr. Hook, what's going on? Benjamin Harrington, what's going on? So, but here's the thing. It's not the first time. Penn Wright's mentor, what's going on? It's not the first time he said it. It's not. It's like he said, he's been like with Errol Spence. He's been picking against Errol Spence forever. Errol Spence just continues to prove him wrong. I mean, listen, like I said, Big Game, what's going on? I don't have an issue with him saying he's Team Fury. He's Team Manny Pacquiao. Cool. So he said that, I'm just having my opinion and I'm picking who I think should win. No, it's not that. See, that's the thing. It's not that. It's how you picking him. It's how you picking him. It's one thing to say, I'm picking this fighter based off of the style matchup. Cool. But if you say I picked against Errol Spence every fight, then it's not about styles. It's not about styles. If you say I picked against Errol Spence every fight, no, it's just because you don't fancy Errol Spence. Let's be real. Demetrius Bright, what's going on? If I tell you I picked against Anthony Joshua every fight, but I don't have an issue with Anthony Joshua, I'm just my opinion based off of the fight. Huh? Every style is different. Hello? Every style is different. So he picked Chris Algieri to beat Errol Spence. Then he said he picked Mikey Garcia to beat Errol Spence. Now I understand him picking Danny Garcia because that's his guy. It's also Chris Algieri is as well. But if you picked all these people to beat Errol Spence, well, then it don't have nothing to do with styles. It don't have nothing to do with boxing. Have y'all heard me pick everybody against Anthony Joshua? No. As a matter of fact, you never heard me pick anybody against Anthony Joshua unless it was Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury. So to say, well, I picked Chris Algieri. I picked this person. I picked that person. Huh? So why did you pick them, though? And he said, I'm always Team Fury. Cool. Don't have an issue with that. But what I'm saying is, we can't say when he says, oh, I picked everybody against Errol Spence, but it's just my opinion. No, it's not opinion based anymore. It's not about opinion. He said he picked Kell Brook. He picked Chris Algieri. He picked Mikey Garcia. Kell Brook, Chris Algieri, Mikey Garcia. They all have different styles. So you picked all of them to beat Errol Spence. Why? Because you don't value Errol Spence that high, in high regard. Right? It's not possible. That's all I'm saying. So we're going to be real. Just be all the way real and be like, hey, man, I don't like that dude's style. I'm not high on his abilities. And hey, there you go. Now don't do it halfway. Do it all the way. I don't like this dude's style. I don't think much of him as a boxer. Period. See, you can't say, oh, I'm just having my opinion because it's the sport of boxing, and I'm just picking my opinion. It's just my opinion, But no, it's not your opinion. You're not picking based off of what you see in the boxing ring. You picking based off of other things. We got to deal with facts over feelings. That's what I'm saying. Y'all know, I told you, I'm not high on Oleksandr. I like Oleksandr Usyk as a person. I like his his character outside of the ring. Oleksandr Usyk, right? Y'all know I picked Derek Chisora over Usyk because I'm not high on his skill set in the ring. But I'm not going to say, well, I'm just picking this because it's my opinion. No, I'm not high on his skill set. So when I think that he's in there with a boxer that's good, I'm picking against Alexander Usyk because I don't think he can win. I didn't think he was going to win against Derek Chisora. I thought he was going to lose against Tony Bellew, right? I think he's going to lose against Anthony Joshua. But I'm going to keep it real with y'all. That's because I'm not high on his boxing ability in the ring. There you have. That's the difference. I'm not going to tell you, well, it's just my opinion. It's nothing. Well, Errol Spence, I know he's that dude, but I pick everybody against him, huh? Crash Camp 67, brother in the super chat. Skip Bayless said it was okay for Conor to hit Floyd with low blows and behind the head. Hashtag just want to see you see us lose. This is a fact. That's a fact. He did say that. He said, Skip Bayless even said he wanted to see Conor McGregor knee him or kick him. He should be allowed to use his feet. Huh? Patrick Scott, where you been at, Pat? In the super chat, dropping that. Dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Everyone who laces up a pair of gloves professionally should be mandated to enroll in a clean boxing program. If not, they should be banned for life. I agree. So this is my thing. You're not enrolled, right? Lecce Puma Skills, what's going on? Mr. Dan, what's going on? Michael Scales, what's going on? Adrian McCoy, Javier Solis, what's going on? You're not enrolled in the program, right? But get this though, these fighters are not enrolled in the program, right? But then when fighters test positive, right? Everybody's, oh man, I can't believe this guy. What do you mean? Onion 77, Tito Perez, what's going on? Kevin Faulkner, what's going on? Mr. Daniel, what's going on? Lecce Puma Skill, what's going on? What do you mean? When Jarrell Big Baby Miller, that happened, that chain of events took place with Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Everybody was, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Why can't you? Joshua Clark, what's going on? Billy Soto, what's going on? Why can't you believe it? Monroe Ross, what's going on? My brother Emmanuel H in the building. He said, we on time today. Yeah. Yeah, we had to be. Milton Welsh, what's going on? James Silver, what's going on? So that's my thing, right? How come we're surprised when we know they're not? We know the possibility. James Silver, what's going on? Pure Muscle. If I'm not entered in the program, right? Then you're going to say to me, well, why not? On a normal basis, Kerry Peralta, what's going on? On a normal basis, in everyday life, right? If you go to a job interview, right? Or you have a job and they say, listen, you have to enroll in these testings. And it could be random. PLG Ski, what's going on? It could be random, right? It could be anything, right? We could pop up or it could be scheduled. Roberto Moreno, what's going on? Are you allowed to say Rasheed Rock, Fight to Prove My Love, what's going on? Would you tell them, hey, man, I'm not entering in that? Gio James Khalil 98, what's going on? Davis Crowley, what's going on? Would you dare do that? Would we dare do that? If you have a job, right? At one point in time, I worked at Home Depot. I am Lori Baby. Peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? 9K, what's going on? Carter, what's going on? I worked at Home Depot at one point in time, right? And Home Depot had this, they had a random testing, right? At Home Depot, right? I don't know if they still do it. It was a long time ago. But this was back in 99, 2000, right? And I worked at Home Depot and they had the random testing. Quan 43, where you been at, great brother? On twos, what's going on? Smooth Momentum, what's going on? Right? So I worked at Home Depot, right? Now they had the random testing, right? Do you think, Franklin Lopez, what's going on? I could tell Home Depot, hey man, I'm not entering in that and still have a job? Because why wouldn't I have a job? Now, this is the question I'm asking you. Why wouldn't I have a job if I told them I'm not entering? Rope, what's going on? Mayday Zay, what's going on? Why wouldn't I have a job anymore? You think I have a case? Could I even make a case? Barry Dorsey, what's going on? Yeah, Barry Dorsey. That's exactly. That's what I got, Barry Dorsey. Yo, Vu, what's going on? Right? If I did that and Home Depot came to me and said, "Hey, man, Super Mac Time, what's going on? You got to enter. Hey, we came here today. You got to take a test." Nah, I ain't doing that. Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna keep working. Huh? Jay Ketchum, what's going on? Dude, what would be the outcome if I told them that? What would be the outcome? I'm just asking y'all. What would be the outcome? If I told Home Depot, no, I'm not doing that. Or better yet, when I worked in the hospital as well, right? For 17 years, right? If I told the hospital, I worked in the operating room, I did the traumas and everything in the operating room, right? Imagine they came to me, Tim TV 212, what's going on? I worked in worked in the operating room. I worked in the hospital for 17 years. PMD 530, what's going on? If they came to me and said, "Hey, Blue, you gotta go take a test," because this is what they did at the hospital. You could be in the middle of working and they'll knock on the door of the room. They'll have somebody come in and replace you, right? Hey, what's going on? Oh, you got to go downstairs. You got to go to the office and take a test. Random. That's how they would do it in the hospital. You could be working. They'll knock right on the glass door. In the OR, they got the little glass windows. They'll knock right on it. Boop, 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 boop. Have somebody come in. Oh, we got somebody coming in for you. Oh, what's going on? Oh, you have to go down to the office. Go to the health office. You go down there. They sitting there waiting for you. Imagine me go down there and be like, "Oh yeah, nah, I'm not doing that today. I'm going back upstairs." Huh? They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you ain't going back upstairs either. You ain't got to do it today, but you ain't going back upstairs either." As a matter of fact, you can go back upstairs. Go get your stuff and exit stage left. Why? And imagine me turn around and be like, "Well, why?" They're gonna say it's the obvious. Brandon McCray, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a hundo on your boy Blue in the super chat. Just closed on my first crib today. Gotta share the love, Blue. Salute. Hashtag Bomb Squad. Hashtag Black Home Ownership. Woo! Salute to my brother Brandon McCray, man. Brandon McCray, that's great news, great brother. Salute to you. Congratulations. Congratulations, great brother. Salute. Everybody congratulate my brother Brandon McCray on closing on his new house today. That's love. Appreciate you. You showing me love for you opening on your house, man. That's love. You see what I'm talking about? Salute my brother Brandon McCray. My brother No One J Pitt City J Pitt City in the super chat, dropping that girl on your boy Blue in the super chat. I tried to find the Colbert interview since I missed it, but apparently Wilder got the interview taken off of the main boxing blogs and sites. Everyone should not be getting plates until they enroll. I agree with P. Scott. Yeah, No One J Pitt City. He didn't have that taken down. He didn't personally have that taken down. That he didn't do that. If that's the case, you know how many videos he would have had taken down? Raider time, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a girl on your boy Blue in the super chat, as he always do, coming through, starting up, showing love. Salute Blue in chat. Salute to you, great brother. Jack T, my brother in super chat, he said Walmart's greeters get tested more than boxers. That's what I'm talking about, man. Imagine this though. I'm just asking y'all. I'm telling you. I worked in the operating room for 17 years. I worked in the hospital for 17 years. I worked in nursing homes, hospitals. I worked everywhere. Imagine them coming and telling me, "Hey, you got to take this test." And I'd be like, "Nah, I'm good." Really? Hey, first of all, you know how they would be taken back. They would be shocked. Like, really? They would be like this. Really? You refusing? Yeah. Okay, no problem. Because not too many people going to do it. Because you rather take it and then try to, you even if you just hope that nothing come up. Soldier Boy 911, my brother in super chat, dropping that half a girl on your boy Blue in the super chat. He says, salute from Philly, my good brother Blue and chat family. Bro, y'all had me fired up last night talking about how bad they did Neat. Had to watch his highlights after the chat to calm down. Hashtag Philly cat. Yeah, man, I couldn't believe they did dominant. Hey, Soldier went 9. I ain't even realize that. I just Soldier went 9. I took it for granted that he was just on the list. I just took it for granted that he was on there. Like, no, he got to be on there. I am Lori Baby, Peace of Blessings Queen in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Hey, Blue, will Big Baby ever pass the drug test? And some seem to think Spence will lose to Pac-Man. And I can't wait for Boots to fight those top guys. Hashtag my thoughts. Hashtag Philly join. I don't know what's going on with Jarrell Big Baby Miller, man. It's funny you said that because I just saw him on a live stream today. I hope so, man. You know, he's a good dude, man. He's really a good guy. He's really a good dude, man. And I truly, truly hope, you know, he gets back in the sport of boxing and able to put food on his family table. He's just one of many that you know, that this happened. I mean, one of, you know, and like I said, look how many people not even enrolled. At least he enrolled in it. Now, again, we'd be like, bro, if you knew you was doing this, why you enrolled? Well, if he didn't even enroll, he shouldn't even been this far. Like, it's just so, you know, and as far as Pacquiao being Spence, yeah, as the fight get closer, you're going to get a lot of people feeling like Pacquiao could beat Errol Spence because he's a legend. He's defying the odds, you know, going through 8 divisions. He's a legend in the sport of boxing. So, yeah, you're going to get a lot of people that feel like, you know what, he do have a chance. And as far as Jerron Boots Ennis, I can't wait till he fight the top guys. I really want him to fight Keith Thurman now, since Keith Thurman is acting like he don't even know who he is. Come on, Keith. Oh, I don't even know who Jerron Ennis is. I never seen him box. Huh? Really? Kenyatta Drake, brother in the super chat, dropping that half up. Hundo on your boy Blue in the super chat. Much love to you, great brother. Much love. So, you know, that's my thing, right? When we look at it from that standpoint, you know, yeah, Keith Thurman said he didn't know who Jerron is. Come on, brother. Come on. This is what we doing? Really? Really? Boss Conversation, my brother Reggie Owens in the building. My brother Bishop B. Megastar in the building. Salute to my brother Bishop B. Megastar. If you got sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, little cousins, friends with little kids, have them subscribe to KK Pinson TV. Once again, have them subscribe to KK Pinson TV. That's my brother Bish B. Megastar. That's his little ones channel. Please have them subscribe and support my brother. Bish, drop the link, great brother. Copper Aborigines, what's going on? So get the likes up, man. We should have 1 point. We got 1,100 people here. We should have that many likes. Period. We should have that. Man, that's the weather is. Woo. Oh, well, we do have that many likes. Pardon self. Get the likes to 1.2K then. So here's my thing, right? You know, I think that Chris Colbert, it's okay. My thing is Harlem Mike. What's going on? My thing is this, right? It's okay for him not to fancy Deontay Wilder, his style and his approach. Cool. But stand on that. You see, like my thing is this, right? Dillian White. Dillian White just stands on it. You know Dillian White don't fancy Deontay Wilder. Period. Jamal Yao, what's going on? Period. Ants boy, what's going on? Long term, what's going on? He don't fancy Deontay Wilder, and there's nobody can confuse him for like him. Period. Long term, what's going on? Dane Watson, what's going on? Uppercuts Boxing Nation, my brother in Super Chat. Thurman did the same thing to Spence when he was coming up the ranks. Right. And it's again, my thing is this, like Keith Thurman, you didn't get it from there? Bro. Now you're in a position where you need the Spence fight. You want the Spence fight. Now he don't want to give it to you. And again, you take the same approach. Ronnie Lewis, what's going on? My brother Bish B. Megastar in the building in the super chat. He said Thurman plus Colbert equals. Hey, man, I can't understand, man. I can't understand. Hey, listen, and like I said, I'm not saying Chris Colbert have to fancy Deontay Wilder. You don't have to. That's his prerogative, right? But stand on it. Dr. Hook, what's going on? Stand on it. Just be like, bro, Hey, man, you know, dude, nah, that ain't my cup of tea. Cool. But you can't say you keep it 100 but playing the fence. No, you can't do that. I am Lori Baby, peace of blessed queen in the super chat. Thurman is super whack. I take my Philly boxes and Spence personal. Thurman gonna know who Boots is when he whooped that. Hashtag Philly John. Hey, she don't play no games, Soldier Boy. She don't play no games, bro. BK Don 718, what's going on? Nucky Gamble, what's going on? Hey, Soldier Boy, she don't play no games, bro. None. Nah, Israel, what's going on? Hey, you can't. Hey, man, he can't. Sherman Callahan, what's going on? That's my thing. Like, bro, how you gonna say you don't know who Jerron Ennis is? Come on, bro. Tito Perez, my brother in Super Chat. Who's your favorite Mexican boxer of all time? Juan Manuel Marquez. Not even close. Juan Manuel Marquez. Not even close. That's my guy. Love Juan Manuel Marquez. That's my guy. I watch his fights. I watch him fight. I rewatch his fights at least once a week. I watch Juan Manuel Marquez fights, reruns of his fights at least once a week. Win, lose, or draws. And I watch Marquez losses, right? As if I could change it. Like, man, do this, do that. I know the outcome. Loke, man, what's going on? And I know the outcome. Arthur Hawkins, Milton Wells, what's going on? But I just love the sport of boxing. Low man said Chris Colbert, unbelievable, unreal. Davis Crowley, what's going on? Jack T, my brother in Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. It's been thousands of PBC, Heyman, and Wilder videos nonstop for years. Why would Wilder or PBC suddenly care and get a Colbert vid down the week of his fight? They don't even respond to media lies. That's what I'm saying. Real Top Cat, what's going on? Burgess Meredith, what's going on? Like I said, I just think that it didn't look good on the part of maybe on Fight Hype as their platform, their huge platform. Maybe it didn't bowl well. Maybe they didn't feel like they could get access to Team Wilder. S10 Shaw, what's going on? Shaw, what's going on? Because he wins this fight. How do you understand what I'm saying? So Renee Boss Young, what's going on? Go subscribe to my brother Renee Boss Young. Renee dropped the link. So I'm thinking maybe it's from that standpoint. I think it was more of a trickle-down effect, than it was actually Wilder, picking up the phone and saying, take this down. Blackwater Boxing, my brother in Super Chat, he says, salute, Blue. Who you think is the next, who you think is next for Tank? Do you see him fighting Josh Taylor or moving back down? It looks like they're going to they're going to push for this fight with Ryan Garcia. Right, Reggie. My brother Soldier Boy, he said, trust me, Blue, I know she goes hard in the paint. That's a fact. You could tell she gonna ride for hers. Box Conversation, my brother Reggie Owens. Reggie, drop the link so people can subscribe to your channel. He says, not a big deal. They took the video down. Most of the boxing world has saw it already anyway. That's what I'm saying. It was up for what? 2 days? Cameron Diaz, what's going on? So Black Border Boxing, I think that they're going to push for the Ryan Garcia fight. I think that that's going to be next. You heard Leonard Ellerby say that that's the biggest fight in boxing, which it absolutely is not. Right? Joe Ripper, what's going on? It is absolutely not the biggest fight in boxing, but they lead you to believe that it is when it's clearly not the biggest fight in boxing. But this is what they lead you to believe. Gary Childers, what's going on? It's a big fight. Don't get me wrong. For sure, it's a big fight. I want to see it. It's a big fight. I'm not going to say it's not a big fight. It's an interesting fight. Yeah, it is. Jeffrey Ward, what's going on? When he says it's the biggest fight in boxing, no. No. He's never won anything. Juan Volno, what's going on? He's never won the world championship. He's never fought for a world championship. No. He has one step-up fight in his career. That was the fight with Luke Campbell in his last fight. No way. No way. But it's a big fight, though. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. Kayvon Tucker, what's going on? I'll take that fight. I want to see it. I think Tank going to go right through Ryan. Demetrius Bright, my brother in Super Chat. Bluebird, your thoughts on Floyd training Tyron Woodley, getting him prepared for the Jake Paul fight? Yeah, and there's interesting take to that, right? Maybe y'all didn't miss it, but Blue don't miss nothing. Whether it comes to fruition or not, I don't miss anything. It seems like Manny Pacquiao has a exclusive contract with Floyd Mayweather that fight could possibly take place. If he beats Errol Spence Jr., you might see Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather Part 2. Don't be surprised if you see Part 2, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. Don't be surprised. What I think about Floyd training Tyron Woodley? Oh, I think it's good. Harry Maguire, what's going on? The fact that it slipped out that Manny Pacquiao has obligations to the PBC at Showtime or Fox or whatever platform it would be for a fight with Floyd Mayweather in the future, if that comes to fruition. Why would that plan be in place? If they don't, if it's not a possibility of it coming to fruition, that plan wouldn't be in place. Darnell Schaefer, what's going on? Antone Johnson said Tyron Woodley needs to retire. I like, you know, I mean, listen, smash the like button, get the likes to 1.2K. I like the fight. I like the idea of the fight. You know, make it happen. Right? It's entertainment. That's what I look at. Tyron Woodley, Jake Paul. Ooh, y'all heard that? Tyron Woodley, Jake Paul. It's entertainment, people. Randy Ridley, what's going on? I'm not opposed to it because it's entertainment. It's entertainment. So I'm not opposed to it by no means. He's a big guy, big, strong guy. He's committed to the sport. Hustle gifted. What's going on? It's not GS. What's going on? It's not as if he's not taking it serious, because he is. Soldier Boy 911, my brother in Super Chat. Ryan don't want none. He's gonna end up looking like Martin after fighting Hearns. Hashtag Philly Cat. Yeah. Hey, I don't want to fight no more, Gina. He said, hey, Tommy. He said, man, you know who I am, little man? Yeah, well, I asked Sugar, and he told me you was the get hit man. Why you jump back? Like, everybody said, ooh, he was like, elbow, what's going on? The brawl for it all. So I want to see it, right? He said, well, I asked Sugar, and he told me you was the get hit man. Everybody said, ooh, he was like, the brawl for it all. Hey, Ryan, but Ryan said that he definitely wants to fight. He reached out to Lennon on social media, as he always does. He's getting back in the ring. He says, do you know this is the fight I want? Let's make it happen. Raw Dog has spoken. Marky Dan 123, my brother in the Super Chat. He said, Woodley is one of the biggest punchers in UFC history. Look at the size of his bicep. He can knock out heavyweights. And he a much better striker than Ben. And he's much more committed. Ben Askren wasn't committed. Come on, man. He came in with the dad bod. Come on, man. IJNTJ 909, what's going on? SJ, what's going on? Jessica Burton, peace and blessings, queen. He came in with the dad belly, the soccer bod, like he drove up there in a minivan with a donut on one side of the tires. Come on, bro. Art Espinoza, what's going on? Alex York, what's going on? Jamal Stafford, what's going on? Bro, it looked like he came through with a minivan and he had a donut on it. Like, bro, come on, man. Earl Ferry, what's going on? Crash Camp 67, my brother in Super Chat. Once again, like you said before, Blue, if these fighters would give us what we want, we wouldn't care about these gimmick fights. That's a fact. Give us the fights we want, and then see Deion Smith, what's going on. I look at it as entertainment either which way. New Juice, what's going on? Either which way for me, it's entertainment. I'm gonna watch it. If I could watch Fast and Furious, I could watch Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley. It's entertainment. That's what it is. Jeff Sixline, what's going on? And Tone Johnson laughing, man. It's the truth, man. Come on, bro. Man. Come on, bro. But if they give us Dark Kid 718, my brother, what's going on? If they give us the fights we want, make these fights happen. And stop trying to tell us that what we don't see. Right? Like, we know Tank versus Ryan Garcia is a big fight. But stop telling us it's the biggest fight in boxing. We know it's not the biggest fight in boxing. It's a huge fight. Yeah, it's a big fight. But is it the biggest fight in boxing? Absolutely not. Chris Rob Media TV, what's going on? How could it be? No, it's not. Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford is the biggest fight in boxing. James Diamond, what's going on? Now, Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury. The tickets is almost already sold out. Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury in his trilogy match. Guess what? Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder may have just surpassed. I ain't even gonna say may have. Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder surpasses Tyson, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford again as the biggest fight in boxing, hands down. Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury in this trilogy match. Once again, Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua becomes the biggest fight in boxing, hands down. It's not even close. And then Errol Spence beats Manny Pacquiao. Journey 21-4-85. What's going on? Errol Spence beats Manny Pacquiao. Once again, everybody's going to call for Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. Nobody's going to confuse Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia with those fights. It's a big fight, and it's a big fight because of Tank. Big Snack Pack, Ron Robinson, what's going on? It's a big fight because of Tank. Princeton Duval, what's going on? Because of Tank, it's a big fight. That's why. Because Tank is going to carry it. People don't know who Ryan Garcia is. Yeah, he has a huge social media following. That don't translate to the sport of boxing, though. It doesn't translate to the sport of boxing. As we see, 9 million social media followers, and then he do 350,000 people at his fight. Huh? Ticket sales. $350,000 in ticket sales. And live gate. Well, that means you can't get a percentage of the 9 million social media followers, 350,000. That didn't translate. Tank don't have, it's not even close. Tank don't even have half as many he have. But Tank live gate and pay-per-views he's a much bigger star. It's just, it is what it is. Tank is a much bigger star. So yeah, Tank side is gonna make the fight big, for sure. Tank is gonna make the fight big. But to say Ryan is gonna make, it's not the biggest fight in boxing. Come on, man. I know he's just being a promoter, but Dazzling Urbanite, what's going on? Jamal Stafford, what's going on? Sean Armstrong, what's going on? Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.3K. So come on, man. Roger Brown, what's going on? Those are the things that hurts the sport of boxing. When you tell us that, now get this. $350,000 Ryan Garcia generated with 9 million social media followers. Not a world champion, never fought for a world title, nor has he ever won a world title. Right? But you're telling us Ryan Garcia is the biggest fight in boxing. But in the same token, a guy with an entire country behind him. 2, Ireland and the UK, who's undefeated and undisputed at junior welterweight, brings nothing to the table? That's what confuses the fans. Elliot Burgess, what's going on? Marky Dan 123, my brother in the super chat. I disagree. Blue Ryan brings a lot of casual fans. No, he don't. No, he don't. Not at all. I just told you. He has 9 million followers, and he only generated $350,000 at his fight. So therefore, he's not generating. It's not translated. And what has he done? In what fight can you show me that it translated? That you saw a lot of casual fans there? Go ahead, tell us. Go ahead and tell us. Where's the proof? Where's the show? Show me where Ryan's a huge star and a huge draw. Where's the proof? When did it happen? We see proof with Tank. We see proof with Errol, Deontay, and these fighters. With Anthony Joshua, you see proof. You see proof with Anthony Joshua. You see proof with Deontay Wilder, Errol Spence, Tank Davis. We see proof. Sam G, what's going on? Where's the proof? Show me the proof that he attracts all of these casual boxing fans. Where is it? Where is it? Live life real. What's going on? Where's the proof? Marky Dan 123 said the Luke Campbell fight. Luke Campbell fight only generated $350,000 in revenue. That's the fight I'm talking about. So you said the Luke Campbell fight drew a lot of buzz. No, it did not. Zoomverse, what's going on? My brother Money Brown TV in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Money Brown TV. It did not. That's the fight did 350,000 pay-per-views. Pay-per-views. Buys. Generated $350,000. It did not. Blackwater Boxing, brother in Super Chat. Ryan Garcia's fans aren't old enough to purchase the fight, though. He has a Justin Bieber fan base. This is a fact. BJ Skrill, what's going on? It didn't translate. And that's the biggest fight of his career. Aaron Butler, 262, what's going on? That's the biggest fight of his career. Doesn't matter. Errol Spence couldn't have a full crowd. Canelo Alvarez couldn't have a full crowd, and neither could Tank. They all generated over $1 million. Good try, but we got to try again. James, what's going on? They all fought around the same time, and their numbers was up. Tank Davis did well over $1 million. Errol Spence did the highest, and Canelo Alvarez came in number 2. None of them could have a full capacity. So it don't translate. So when we say he's the biggest fight in boxing, no, it's not. It's just not. DJ, what's going on with you, great brother? In the super chat. Only thing King Cap is good at is clout chasing off of Tank's name. Only fan base he has are 18 and 22-year-old, and they aren't buying tickets or pay-per-views. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't translate. How do we know he's this mega star when you haven't seen it? So how can he be a bigger star than Josh Taylor? Somebody explain that to me. How? He's not. Texas Bulldog Boxing, my brother in the super chat. Ryan needs to fight Fortuna to change my mindset. Yeah, Fortuna is fighting. Who Fortuna fighting again? Joseph Jojo Diaz, July 9th. Next week. Next week he fighting Joseph Jojo Diaz. Kylie Buckner, what's going on? Randy Ridley, what's going on? Mr. Drick Joe, what's going on? That's next week, right? Tomorrow's the 1st, isn't it? Or is today the 1st? Today is the 1st, huh? So next week he fighting Joseph Jojo Diaz. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Pardon me, my peoples. Yeah, I ain't even remember the days, man. Pardon me, my peoples. It said the internet went down. Dog Money, what's going on? Salute to my brother Yakov One White in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the super chat for the early morning videos. Salute to you, great brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. My brother, the boxing plug in the super time after he defeats Fury. No, this is it. It's the last time you're going to see them grace the square circle. This is the last time. Not going to see them fight again. Got my brother Yakov One White. Brother DJ in the super chat dropping that go on your boy Blue in the super chat. Jojo Diaz versus Devin Haney will be a good fight after he beats Fortuna. King Cap should fight Linares to try and gain some respect. His best win is against a journeyman who lost all his big fights and never been a champ in Luke. I agree. Agreed. I agree, bro. Hold on 1 second. So I agree. Devin Haney versus Joseph Jojo Diaz would be a good fight. Tito Perez, my brother in the building in super chat. Blue versus Ellie Setback, biggest fight in boxing. Nah, he's a good dude. My brother DB in the building. Shout out to my brother DB. Go subscribe to my brother DB, man. South Central LA in the building. What's good with you, DB? Yeah, I can't wait to tune in tonight, bro. Can't wait to tune in tonight. LD Mays, what's going on? Black 12, 22, 12, what's going on? Robin Montgomery, what's going on? So yeah, my Sin Strong TV, Boss Man, what's going on? Jay McKenzie 7, what's going on? So, this is going to Deontay Wilder wins this trilogy match. That's it. You're not going to see Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury in a 4th fight. I highly doubt that. But what you will see, yeah, I can't wait, DB. I can't wait for tonight. But what you will see though is, is we push forward with that undisputed match. Either which way, undisputed is going to be, on the table. Now, what's ironic is Bob Arum already and Eddie Hearn already looking to secure Wembley Stadium for Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. Did y'all know that? Y'all know that? He's already looking to secure that date. Once again, putting the carriage before the horse. Putting the carriage before the horse. Appreciate you, boss man. I appreciate you 1,000%. Alex York, what's going on? Again, they putting the carriage before the horse. Jafari Caesar, my brother in Super Chat. He said, what time the Nets play tonight? Asking for a friend. That's what we're going to do, Jafari Caesar? That's how we're going to do this tonight? Huh? The Nets had nothing to do with this conversation. Downtown Jimmy Jam, what's going on? That's what we're going to do tonight? That's how we're going to do this tonight. Nets had nothing to do with this conversation. This is what we're doing tonight. That's what we're doing tonight, huh, great brother? It's all good. It's all good. Oh, okay. Mike talking about they going fishing. Okay. Miami Snoopy 305. What's going on? Yeah, Miami Snoopy. But you know what, man? They can't help themselves. Just Hondo's TV. What's going on? Hounds TV. What's going on? They had nothing to do with this conversation. Here he come. DB said Nets versus Lakers tonight. Yeah. G Breeze, Richie Demi, what's going on? It's gonna be, but DB, it's gonna be Lakers and the Nets next year in the finals. And everybody gonna be, man, these dudes are stacking the deck. Both these teams are stacking the deck. And look at what they're doing, man. Look at these teams are stacking the deck, man. Both these teams are stacking the deck. Yeah, DB. You know what I'm saying? The Lakers and the Nets had nothing to do with this conversation. Nothing. Here comes Jafari Caesar. What did they have to do with this conversation? You're wrong, good brother. You're wrong. Nothing to do with this conversation. Here he come. But now next year they're gonna be, and these teams are stacking the deck, man. Next year this time, Jafari Caesar the title gonna be Lakers and Nets, and he gonna be talking about Deontay Wilder. Watch. He gonna be talking. Hey man, we talking about the Lakers and the Nets. Yeah, man, but Deontay Wilder, man, he undisputed. No. Let's stay on topic now. You see what I'm saying? Kareem Ebanks, what's going on? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, asking for a friend. You see what I'm saying? That's what we doing today, great brother. That's what we doing today. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. That's what we doing? Okay. Oh. Okay. Mm-hmm. Vince Williams, what's going on? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what we doing now, huh? Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Tito Perez said the Suns not winning. Yeah, he got me, Antonio Johnson. He did. The Suns gonna win, I think. I want the Suns to win because I want Chris Paul to win. He worked hard, man. 16 years, one of the best players. I want to see him finish his career with a dub. I want him to get a dub. See me grow. What's going on? American Indian 2028. What's going on? So here's the thing now, right? Now they already secured, they're looking to secure Wembley for for Joshua and Fury. Jamal Stafford, what's going on? Once again, putting the carriage before the horse. Why? Why do it? William Lovely, what's going on, great brother in the super chat? So who's the bus? Asking for oh man. Y'all unreal, man. Y'all unreal. Salute to William Lovely in the super chat. Fifth War Mogul, what's going on? Tyson Fury weighing 300 pounds. I don't believe he's going to weigh 300 pounds. I don't believe that at all. He in a recent interview, he just said that he was like 260 pounds. So he going to gain 40 pounds in 3 weeks? No. Not going to happen. He going to gain 40 pounds in 3 weeks? No. James Silver, what's going on? That was simply him. That was simply him just, trying to, play games. That's all that is. No way, no how. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. 300 pounds. And I believe that would hinder him in this situation because I believe Wilder's going to be more mobile. He's going to be moving around. He's going to be more agile. Why would you want to be bigger? That don't add up. My brother Pac-Man ATL Tay in the building. What's good with you, Tay? He said, I didn't mean to go live while you was live. Just had something to get off my chest. I didn't even know you was live, great brother. No apologies needed. I didn't even know you was live. D-Stacks TV, what's going on? Didn't even know you was live, great brother. Nelson Rivera, what's going on? So no apologies needed. I didn't even know you was live. But yeah, so for him to come in at 300 pounds, I believe that would work even more in Wilder's favor. Wilder being agile, moving around, man, moving 300 pounds around for 5 rounds. Brandon Woods, what's going on? Moving 300 pounds around for 5 rounds? No, that's not a good look. That's not a good look. Brother said, Joseph Wiggins, what's going on? Brandon Woods, who you got, Jamal or Benavidez? If he comes in the way he fought Montiel, he's going to lose to David Benavidez. Big Texas Clayton Smith, what's going on? He has to be more agile. He has to be Dr. Hook, what's going on? Because from what I saw, his punches on Montiel, he was hitting Montiel with big, clean punches. Now, He did hurt his right hand in the fight. So you got to excuse him for that because he did hurt his right hand. But he was landing big, clean punches on Montiel, right? He who greets, what's going on? And Montiel was still there. Roland Markland, what's going on? He lasted to the 12th round. David Benavidez is going to be there. And if you can't get Montiel up out of there, you ain't going to get David Benavidez up out of there. Dwayne Bowen, what's going on? Mr. OG Crypto, what's going on? Colbert trolling, he was keeping it 100. Okay. So let me ask you a question, Mr. OG Crypto. You said he wasn't trolling, he was keeping it 100. St. Louis Mick, what's going on? How did he keep it 100? Leo Vince Smoke, my brother, what's going on, great brother? TP, what's going on? God bless 747. How was he keeping it 100? Mr. OG Crypto, how did he keep it 100? Ty Smith, what's going on? Mamba Mentality, what's going on? PJ Best, what's going on? Tone Bangers, what's going on? Yeah, D-Stacks, man, he ain't have to bring up the Nets, man. Triple X, what's going on? He said, I meant from the interview I saw, he was right. Hope Wilder improved because it. But how was he right, though, in the interview? What did he say that was right? What did he say in the interview that made him right? Steven Zen, what's going on? Jack T, my brother in the super chat. Benavidez went down by a jab by a lighter puncher. No. You talking about Ronald Graville? No. Graville is not a lighter puncher than Montiel. No, sir. So you said, how was he wrong? Because here's the thing. I'm not saying he's right or wrong, but he says you can't, what was in the water, right? And then you have Van Holyfield saying it happened to him. So how is he right by saying what was in the water? Or saying, oh, the gloves, yeah, they look funny, but I can bend my hand in the gloves and open my palms too. You're not supposed to be able to open your palms. So let's say you can open your palms, right? Well, that's wrong because that's not legal. Open palm is not legal in the sport of boxing. So he's wrong right there. The fact that he said, oh, you could put those Everlast MF's gloves on and open your palm. I could do that if I put it on. Well, just because you could do it, don't make it legal. So he said he could do it, right? Right? He could do it. That don't make it right. That makes it's still illegal. Right? So that's wrong. Then he says, well, what was in the water? What does it matter what was in the water? If it had an effect on you, it doesn't matter what it was that was in the water? No, it doesn't. And does this happen in the sport of boxing? Yes, it does. So essentially, from my point of view, it was irresponsible on his part because he's a professional boxer and he knows that every time they step through the ropes, they're risking everything. Boxer Paul Las Venus, what's going on? Jack T said the point, it was a jab. Right. Some people have very strong jabs. Some people get knocked down by jabs. Some people have very heavy jabs. And depending upon, it doesn't matter if it's a jab. See, this is the thing. We say, well, it was a jab, as if a jab is a light punch. Jab is not a light punch. Now, some people use it as rangefinders. It depends how you use it. Some people use it as rangefinders. Some people use it as, to control the distance, control it and timing, right? But that don't mean it's a light punch. Miguel Cotto was a southpaw who fought orthodox, which means his lead hand was his power hand. So his jab hand was actually his power hand. So that doesn't make it light. And didn't Andre Ward get dropped by a jab by Sergey Kovalev, if I'm not mistaken? So just because we title the jab as just a way to stay active, we love this. We watering down the jab as if It's not heavy. A J Bar, he said, yo, why you so biased? Who's biased? What am I biased about? Don't time out nobody, don't block nobody, don't do none of that. So a J Bar said, yo, why you so biased? What am I biased about? Now tell these thousands of people here, what am I biased about? Ethiopian eyes, what's going on? Now you got to be able to back up what you're saying. Sergio Gonzalez, what's going on? Leroy Edmonds, what's going on? Steven Zen, what's going on? Don't time them out. Don't block them. Don't do anything. Now you have to back up what you just said. So now tell us, what am I biased about? My brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sports. Drop the link, Keon. Hey, don't time them out. Don't block them. Don't do none of that. If you timed them out, untime them out. Avery Jackson, what's going on? Don't time them out. Don't block them. Don't do none of that. Teddy Portwine, what's going on? Now you got to back up what you say. Now you got to tell us, how am I biased? What am I biased about? Kenneth Howard, Andre Norris, what's going on? Don't time them out. Don't block them. Guess who's back? Me. What's going on, great brother? Untime them. Unblock them. Kyle Bundy, what's going on? Yeah, but you know what? I like that when they come here and they so I like to debunk it, because then the narrative would be, man, you see, no, let's go. Tell me what I'm biased about. Go ahead. Sean Gibson, what's going on? Go ahead and tell us. Where is he at? He's still timed out, huh? So I guess we'll wait. My brother Jack T back in the super chat, dropping another half of go on your boy Blue in the super chat. The point is, we can't say Charlo can't hurt Benavidez when I've seen him down from a jab. When Charlo jabbed for far better than Gavril's, and he looked stunned by Ellis. They can't hurt each other. I never said that. Yeah, of course they get hurt. Anybody can get hurt in the sport of boxing. It's boxing. But the thing is, Ronald Rivera is a bigger puncher than Jamal Charlo, and he's bigger than Jamal Charlo. Okay? So, and Montiel is a smaller guy, and he didn't get him out of there, period. He could look stunned, but do you remember how Ronald Ellis, how good he was perceived? Dominic Horton, what's going on? Rays Unlimited, Stephen Jonigan, the Raider Scholar, what's going on? Terrell Bay, what's going on? I never said he can't hurt him, but I'm saying if he can't, if you can't get, I said if he can't get Montiel out of there, he's not going to get David Benavidez out of there. Marco Miney, what's going on? That's what I said. And you haven't seen his power translate at 60. That's what I'm saying. You didn't see his power translate at 160. That's what I'm saying. Vaughn, what's going on? Vaughn said, but that isn't true. What isn't true? What isn't true? What's not true? That he can't finish David. Anybody can get finished. Anybody can get knocked out. You're being too literal. Anybody can get knocked out. I didn't say he can't knock him out. If you can't knock out Montiel, is what I'm saying. If you didn't knock out Montiel, okay, you didn't knock out Brandon Adams. You didn't knock out Sergei Derevyanchenko. Okay? You didn't knock out Matt Karboff. Okay, so when you step up in levels of opponents and knockouts don't come, when you're dealing with a guy like David Benavidez, is the odds of you knocking him out are slim. The chances go down. Now, I'm not saying he can't, but what's the odds of him knocking him out? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's not possible. Of course it's possible. Of course it's possible. Jawan Roberts, what's going on, great brother? Of course it's possible. But what I'm saying is, what's the odds of it actually happening? That's what I'm saying. Your odds go down if you're dealing with a guy with a chin like David Benavidez opposed to Montiel, Brandon Adams, Sergei Derevyanchenko, Matt Karboff. Well, guess what? If you're not knocking those guys out, what's the chances of you knocking out David Benavidez is what I'm saying. Black King 215, what's going on? My great brother, Kurt Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, a.k.a. the historian, a.k.a. my brother, my co-host. What's good with you, Kurt?
Hey, Blue, what's going on, bro? I'm chilling, man. What's up, chat? AK, the family. How's everybody doing on this Thursday evening?
Oh, man, we good, man. Another day, Kurt. Another day. So I was talking about a few things, Kurt. A little all over the place today. But I was talking about, I don't know if you've seen that that the video is being said that Deontay Wilder was told to take down the Colbert video. And from what my understanding is just that it wasn't a good look to Fight High platform and just trickle down. Don't know, about that. But I was more focused on, the fact that Bob Arum has secured Wembley Stadium for Tyson, is looking to secure for Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, as if this fight with Wilder is not even taking place. And then I was talking about, I dabbled in the Colbert's comments once again. He stated that today, he from his comments with Deontay Wilder, his Instagram followers went up. I was just dabbling a little of everything. Leonard Ellerby's, they focusing on Ryan Garcia for Tank's next fight. So a little of everything. Khalik Raouf Ahmed Bey, what's going on, great brother? So yeah, what's your thoughts on you can start where you want to start, Kurt.
Well, I've seen everything, with these boxing channels, some of them, not all of them, it's become very tabloidish. It's like Newsweek magazine or People magazine. I know they got a job to do to report things. They're saying Wilder didn't get the video taken down from Colbert. So let's, start there. Arum's, I heard he, put Wembley Stadium on reserve for, once again, jumping the gun for Fury and Joshua. And what was the last part?
Leonard Ellerby securing, looking to pursue Ryan Garcia for Gervonta Tank Davis' next fight. He said that's the biggest fight in boxing.
No, it's one of the biggest. But Ryan Garcia is a social media star, not a boxing star, completely different. His numbers doesn't tell the story. Well, they check that. They do tell the story because they're not high. Social media is completely different from putting butts in the arena. But it would be Tank. Tank has all the momentum in the world right now. He's one of the hottest fighters in the world. Coming off the Barriers fight, star power and skill wise. So it'd be Tank. They'd be coming out to see Tank. Ryan is a good dance partner, but Tank is making that fight. He's the A side, definitely now. But Yeah, I was looking at news today when I had a chance to look at it. We don't want to hear about Fury and Joshua right now. We got to see what happens on July 24th. If Fury gets knocked out, then that's going to put a damper on the fight. You would believe that. It's always good you have two undefeated fighters, but when that fighter lose, then it puts a damper on it. But um, with Colbert, man, you know, I was looking at the interview he was doing with Ellie Sockbach, man. I mean, I I just look at him different. I thought he was a different type of guy than what I see now. You know, yeah, he always I don't get it. He always talking about Spence or going against Spence. I mean, he treating Spence like he a C-level fighter, and I don't understand it, man. Always picking against Spence. Then you know he picks against Wilder. You know, I just don't got good feelings with this guy, and I'm not telling him who he could pick. It goes a lot deeper than that, you know, and you know, just looking at him, his body language, and you know, I don't want to say certain things. I'm just going to keep it like that. But you know, he turned out to be. It's very disappointing. Very disappointing. Only us, but you know, yeah, I was all over the place too, looking at different things, and you know, I'm just focusing on July 24th, Blue and chat.
Yeah, me too. Terrell Bay, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a hundo on us in the super chat. Salute to Terrell Bay, man. Salute to you, great brother. Appreciate you 1,000%, man. Tito Perez, brother in the super chat, he said Jaime Munguia versus Triple G. Would you watch that fight? Oh yeah, I watch all boxing. I'm not one of the people to tell you come in and be like, hey, I ain't watching that fight. No, I watch all boxing. Jaime Munguia, Triple G, I believe it'll be action packed, good fight, and I'm watching it for sure. African Sci-Fi Scholar and the brother in the super chat dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Salute Kurt. Historical. What's the original of training? What's the original of trainer watching opponents wrap their hands? And why does it happen today if the commission are policing everything well or policing everything well?
Well, this goes back to like the 20s and 30s where fighters used to send the cornerman or trusted team member to the opposite dressing room to see, you know, wrap their hands. Before it wasn't a big deal, and like Jack Dempsey always had loaded gloves, especially against Jess Willard. That was like 1919, but in the 20s and 30s, things start to change. Boxers start to evolve, you know, because they start to hear about their opponents. So they used to send trusted team members to police, you know, to see what was going on with the hand wraps. But you today, even in 2021, you can't trust the boxing commission because believe it or not, just because they're boxing commission, you expect they will be boxing guys. They're not boxing people. They're not. It could be somebody who works at a gas station or a secretary. It could be anybody. But most boxing commissions are not boxing people, so they don't know what they're looking at. So that's why Nazim, he didn't give the raps to boxing commission. He gave them to his lawyer, which is smart. You always keep evidence because evidence will disappear if you give it to the wrong people. So if I have a fighter and I'm a trainer, I'm going to go over there myself because you don't know what you might miss. It's my duty as my fighter's trainer, being the trainer of that fighter, to protect him, make sure he's safe. Go over to the locker room and just watch everything. And Nassim Richardson made Trinidad unwrap his hands like 4 or 5 times against Bernard Hopkins. They was playing mind games, but he made Trinidad start from the beginning, and he looked. He said, "No, do it again. Let me see." So that's what you do. You watch. You got to have a keen eye on them hand wraps because they're different tricks.
General Squall's brother in the super chat. He said, "Man, Blue, why you got to introduce the historian, your co-host, your brother like that on your channel? Also, did you have the greens today? For sure." Yeah, man. Salute to General Squalls, man. That's General Squalls. Remember, Kurt, he was the one that suggested we link up.
Yeah, I remember that day. Well, you did say that, General.
Bradford White said, "You got 1,400 likes with only 840 viewers. Show us some love." Brother, you must be new here. Jermaine Bean, my brother in Super Chat. Kurt, you seen Kaunaki working on that head movement?
I didn't get a chance to look at his videos, but the question is, when the bell goes ding in the first round and he gets hit a couple of times, will he revert back to what he knows, or will he execute the game plan of moving his head? He knows he has to move his head because he's a punching bag with feet, man. So he has to, and guys that fight like that face first don't last. And so he has to move his head at least some. Konaski and Helene is going to be another fight, because of their styles. It's going to be a good fight.
Mm-hmm. DP Rocker, brother in Super Chat. Salute, Blue and Kurt. Does this Wilder Fury fight feel like Rocky versus Drago situation with the race? No, not to that degree. That was much more. It does have a it does have a ring to it. It does have some sort, but that was just overly like dramatized due to the dramatic, because it's it was a film. But I mean, that does take place in real life, obviously. But to that degree, no. What you say, Kurt?
Wilder and Fury has more of a Joe Louis, Max Schmeling ring to it. Mm-hmm. If you know the story of Joe Louis and Max Schmeling, the way, see, America created an atmosphere and they made race an integral part of boxing. Jack Johnson, Jim Jeffries, that's what started everything when they fought. And then people, oh yeah, but you can't say that was long ago. Well, you had Holmes and Cooney, and a month before that fight, you could feel the intensity, man. So when you have a black heavyweight and white heavyweight, preferably American, then it's at a fever pitch. Now, Fury's British, but still, Wilder has been demonized to lose, so they want to see him lose, but the atmosphere was created. Boxing brings out so many emotions in people that they made it an integral part: race, country, and pride. They made it that way. Not us. They made it that way. And it would never go away because it cuts deep. A black heavyweight cuts deep into the conscience of people around the world. Joe Louis, Max Schmeling, Rocky Marciano, Walcott, and all, you can't help but think about it. And Wilder and Fury is no different.
Yep.
That's the truth. And I mean, it's so powerful. And Jerry Cooney was a completely different person than what the media try to make him out to be. I met him by Madison Square Garden. This the nicest guy you'll meet, but it's the media and Don King, and they was pouring, fanning the flames, and because it sell tickets, and Don knew that, Mercer Morrison, but you hated to be a part of the sport that you love, but it's not our fault. We, always had to prove something or out the ring. And it's a shootout for supremacy. And that's basically, I'm being honest and, excuse me, telling the truth.
Mm-hmm. Demetrius Bright, brother in the super chat. He said Jaime Munguia knocked out Montiel. Charlo should fight Andre, Munguia, Benavidez, and Canelo. If he wins, he should retire. Your thoughts? I don't know about him retiring, but yeah, I want to see him fight all those fights. I want to see him fight all those fights, but retiring, I don't know about that. Jaime Munguia knocked out Montiel. Montiel made a mistake. So Conley Jesus, what's going on? Rika Rabbit, 12, piece of butts queen. It's all good. So what you think about that, Kurt? Should he fight? He fight all those guys, win all those fights. Should he retire?
No. Why retire if you beat top level competition? You know, you ride the momentum. You know, you keep going. But Charlo, out of all the star fighters, he is I'm starting to see like weaknesses, like with Spence and Tank and Crawford and all the fighters. They're growing or done grew past tense, but he stays the same. That's what alarms me. I could almost see him losing in the next couple of fights. And I told people if Montiel would have stayed orthodox and start backing up Charlo, then we'll talk about upset of the year. That's where it was going. It's kind of alarming that Montiel, who's very limited, let's be honest, very limited fighter, that Charlo punches had no effect. I mean, he did hurt him a couple of times, but telegraphing punches. And I'm saying to myself, I'm looking at the fight, and I'm like, this guy didn't grow. And when you don't grow in boxing, it's a regression. That's how boxing works. Look at two fighters, two star fighters, Charlo and Tank, and look at the difference, the contrast of momentum. Charlo is losing it, and Tank is gaining it. So when I says it depends on learning curve, how much you grow, who you fight. Well, Tank knocked out Santa Cruz and Barrios, two good opponents, and people was getting on Tank about his resume, but now he's building his resume. We get on Charlo resume, but he's not looking good at all. He ain't knocking these guys out or nothing. So that Montiel fight, and people can sweep it under the rug, but that fight alarms me because I'm predicting he's going to lose real soon. Real soon.
Jafari Caesar, brother in the super chat, said Charlo has maxed out with Ronnie Shields, Kurt.
Well, it's not guaranteed. If he goes to another trainer, will that trainer get the most out of him? It could be. See, that's a perfect excuse when fighters lose. They blame the trainer. He's the scapegoat, the Lee Harvey Oswald, the Stoolie. But maybe it's him. I mean, we see him working out, but how good of a shape he really be in, because he gasses out in the second half of fights. Him and his brother started out on even kill. I thought his brother was better, but Jamel has surpassed Jamal because that learning curve and fighting quality opposition. Look who Jamel fought, opposed to his brother. He hasn't looked good against Karabov. He hasn't looked good against Montiel or Brandon Adams. So there's a reason why he didn't take the Benavidez fight. So to me, I think Benavidez knocks him out.
Big brother Jay Good in the building, dropping that go on us in the super chat. He said, Brother Blue and the historian, shout out to Kurt on that Holyfield jewel last night. Yeah. Yeah, that was something. That was something, Kurt.
Yeah, and I meant to look at that fight today. I didn't have time, man, but like I said, he looked so bad in that first Moore fight, and then they fought again. He looked completely different, and he knocked Moore out. Holyfield looked real good. He knocked Moore down about 5 or 6 times. So with wicked combinations, man, and completely different performance. I'm just saying.
Brother Brooklyn Kennedy in the building in the super chat. He said, after Charlo's last performance, all those cats might sleep him, especially Canelo and Benavidez. Charlo's mess around and have to retire if he get those fights. Yeah, that was it. I mean, he showed vulnerability, right? And you know, and Demetrius Andre did as well. Andre did as well. They showed vulnerability. And yeah, you know, it's like you can't. I said if he fight Canelo or David Benavidez and he looked like he did against Montiel, he's gonna lose. Which channel put in the super chat? He said, "Blue, why Ness from the Boston Voice in his feelings like a female?" I don't know, great brother. I don't know. I don't know what happened with that. He have his reasonings. I don't know what took place. So I don't know, great brother. The Queen, Cecilia Robinson in the building. What's good with you, Queen? In the super chat, she says, salute. Peace and blessings to you, Queen. Salute to you. What's going on, CC? CC in the building. Go check out CC and the brothers, the General 7A Sports TV and the Big Bro Black Fight Fan TV in the morning on Trill Boxing Talk. Well, in the afternoon, Trill Boxing Talk. You can catch CC on there. Go ahead, Kurt. What you was gonna say? Sorry about that.
No, I won't go say nothing.
Yeah. So what was I going to say?
I think you was talking about Charlo.
I was talking about Charlo, right? Yeah, that performance, man, it just was eye opening, Kurt. Right? It was eye opening, right? It was like uh-oh, right? The Haven Alexander was going on, Loving Al Gaither was going on. It was like eye opening, right? Kurt is like, uh-oh, you can't perform like that against Canelo and David Benavidez. Not even Andre. The thing about Andre, we don't know what Andre we're gonna get, right, Kurt?
Nope. And well, you're seeing with Andrade and Charlo, you're seeing what happens when you fight low-level competition. There's no growth to your skill. You know, it doesn't matter how good you are, but when you don't grow, you see the growth of Tank. I think now that Tank had this kind of fight against a credible opponent, you're gonna see him go to another level. So he set him up. He set himself up good. You know, his career now he's going to take off. There's always that one fight that propels a fighter to the next level, or there's that one fight where he performs badly against a very limited guy and he goes the other way. And I told you, Charlo's get ready to lose because out of all the world-class fighters, American fighters, he didn't grow. Where Jamel and Tank, Crawford Spence was already there. You know, and Boots is coming, and Sean Porter is established. All of them. But he's the worst, had the worst performances against low-level competition. And he was better about 3 years ago. He seemed like he regressing. And I don't got nothing against Charlo. I like Charlo. But I you know, I'm no fanboy any fighter. And plus, you know, I call it, you know, I don't miss nothing when it comes to boxing. I see it. He's going to lose. It might be a Montiel type of guy because that's who he loved to fight. He ain't fighting Benavidez. So if he fight a guy who hits a little harder than Montiel, who wants it a little more than Montiel, who has a game plan, then Charlo's going to be a victim of a huge upset.
Mm-hmm. Boxing and Barbecue. What's going on, great brother? Roland Markland, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. New media making a controversial non-American heavyweight the darling of boxing speaks volumes. Yeah. Hey, Kurt, let me ask you two questions. Brother Soldier Boy 911. He just said what we think about Tank versus Prograde. But before we get to that, Mr. Blue, what's going on? What you think about Keith Thurman saying he ain't know who Jaron Ennis is and never seen him fight?
He's lying, capping. Everybody know who Jaron Ennis is. I'm talking about, when I say everybody, the hardcore boxing fans and fighters, because ever since he knocked out Lipinets, people are staying away from Boots. They don't even want to mention his name. Number one on that list, Virgil Ortiz. You know, Robert Garcia's son, who be in the gym with him, Peter, before the Lipinets fight, somebody asked him, Boots versus Virgil. He was like, with ease, Virgil will dominate Boots. After that Lipinets knockout, Robert Garcia said, yeah, we'll fight Boots, but Virgil's not ready. It's going to take 4 years. Don't be fooled, people. That fight scared a lot of people off because nobody never did that to Lipinets. Broke his jaw and knocked him out. And was winning the fight with ease. Mikey Garcia, I mean, look what he did to Peterson. Nobody do that to Lipinets, but Boots did. And nobody's saying nothing. I mean, even Errol acknowledged it. Errol just said, you know, you're a pup. You want to come play with the big dogs. He didn't say, let's fight. I'll knock you out. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. So he curved it like, you know, you an upstart and I'm the established champion. You know, you want to play with the big dogs. And nobody's saying it. And Porter said he wasn't going to fight him. So, I mean, he know who he is. Fighters always know when there's a particularly potential wise a guy with a high skill set is coming. They know. Boots got everybody attention. Boots get turned down every fight by multiple people. So I want to see him fight Custio Clayton and Jamal James. I remember people was calling me saying, Ugas might fight Boots. I knew right away. I didn't believe it. Ugas ain't fighting no Boots.
Mm-hmm.
You know, high risk, very low reward.
Mm-hmm. A17 Boxing B said, don't nobody want to try them boots on.
Oh, that's good, man.
Ain't nobody
boots
trying
made for walking.
These boots are made for walking. Ain't nobody trying to get it. Salute to General Squall's brother back in the super chat. He said, Blue and Kurt, I think Ennis beats Canelo in 2 years. Yeah, he's big enough.
I tell you,
he got the style.
He's big. He got the style. That's the, you know, if he keeps busy and just start building his career to a crescendo, he's going to be the man to do it because he's big. You know, he's super skilled, man. I mean, he's naturally skilled. I don't want to put the cart before the horse because I've seen a lot of super skilled fighters. Their careers turn out to be disappointing, you know, but I got good feelings about Boots. I really do. That feeling in my gut says he's going to be something, man. So, and I think the world of Spence and Crawford, but the clock is ticking with them because the more Boots fights, like I want to see him fight again this year, and then next year really turn it on. But people turn him down. He should be fighting the Claytons and the Jamal James. Ain't he's number 3 in the IBF?
Yeah, I think so. I
think he is. So it'd be very interesting if Earl's still there and he get the mandatory position. It'll be very interesting. But right now, Spence and Crawford will have a lot of trouble with that dude, man. Right now, because I've seen him fight because he's always aggressive. But the way he came out against Lipinets, popping the jab, see how fast that and sharp that jab was, and he was moving. I was like, you know what, man? I seen what I needed to see. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, everybody's in trouble. I don't care who it is under 147 pounds. Virgil Ortiz ducked. He didn't want no smoke with Boots.
Mm-hmm. What do you say, Kurt? 4 years?
4 years. Robert Garcia too.
That sounds
Woozy was like 4 years.
4 years.
He
That
said 4 years because he think there's going to be separation. They might be in different weight divisions. He's staying away from Boots.
4 years though, Kurt. That's come on. CC said Boots is that dude. Yeah, he is. I think he is too, CC.
This is the same guy. I used to go get my car serviced in Willenboro. And he, Boosie, we had him on the show a couple of weeks ago. And I told him, I said, yeah, when your son was fighting, his manager owned the auto body shop. And I used to get my car tuned up there. And he was like, yeah, that's right, you know. And I used to see pictures on the wall. And one day I was there, I seen Jerron. He was a little boy running around the shop. Now look, incredible, man.
Amazing, right?
Yep.
King Black Bolt, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. He said, peace, Kings. Any thoughts on Roy Jones now training Tika Hemingway? And they didn't like on they Tank fighting Barrios, but Ring and ESPN had him ranked at top 10. Yeah, the thing is, me with Roy Jones, I like it. It's just if Roy Jones could understand and teach, that everybody can't do what he was naturally able to do. So if he could have a set of lenses on than the way he did things, I think he could be successful. As far as Tank fighting Barrios, the issue that people have with that is you can't telling Tank he's the biggest star in the world. Well, you want to see him fight the biggest fighters in the world, the best fighters in the world. And Mario Barrios, yeah, he was ESPN had him top 10, but you got to look at the fact that Josh Taylor is the undisputed champion, undefeated, and they saying he don't bring nothing to the table. So that's where the problem's gonna lie. And there's bigger names for Tank to fight other than Mario Barrios. There's no slight to him. It's just want to see the best fight the best. What's your thoughts on that, Kurt?
Yeah, I'm starting to, I'm looking at Taylor and I'm breaking his fights down, and I'm like, Tank can beat him. Before I said Taylor all the way, but when I look at the Prograis fight and the Ramirez fight, he don't like it to the body. And I've been saying this, Blue, you can second this. I said if Tank go to the body, the fight will be over against Barrios. I mean, he waited, later during the fight, but though that body shot was hellacious, man. And Tank being a short fighter will be very effective at 140 because he's fighting bigger man who's lanky. And you always fight a bigger fighter when you go to his body. You fight a short fighter, you use the uppercut. And plus, if you're taller, you could be bigger, but taller, you throw the right hand over the shoulder and you'll land on the shorter fighter right on the sweet spot, which is the chin. Those are things when you fight guys who have different physical shapes, but Tank will be effective at 140 excuse me, if he goes to the body and starts early. He's gonna get a lot of people out of there because his power is truly special. His defense is good. His upper body movement is good. He's athletic. Doesn't have quick feet, but he can get up the way of punches. He has his own style, and it works for him. So his lack of height may work out at an advantage, like Joe Frazier or Mike Tyson or Rocky Marciano or Dwight Muhammad Qawi, who was a 5'6" light heavyweight and used to stretch people out like Persian rugs. Qawi was vicious, man. He was knocking everybody out. But so he's gonna do. When I look at Tank, that's what I see, and I look at Taylor, who don't like it to the body. Taylor's a really good fighter, man. But before I was like Taylor, then I start thinking, I said, wait a minute. Now, if Tank gets more acclimated and stays at 140, I'd like to see him go to 135. But if he stays at 140 and he gets acclimated, you see when he hit Barrios with that hook, Barrios doesn't seem like somebody threw him across the ring. and Barrios looked like he weighed like 165 or 160.
Mm-hmm. Roland Markham, brother in the super chat. I should have said old media. Yeah, that's a fact. Crook the Riddler, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a go on us in the super chat. If Charles look outstanding and secure the win with a KO next fight, I could see Canelo going the other way and choosing someone we never heard of. No, I think at this point in time, Canelo Alvarez he's in a position where it's the best or nothing now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Blue.
No, go ahead, Kurt. Go ahead, Kurt.
I'm telling you, him and Eddie Reynoso sat down and watched that Montiel fight, and they see something. They see glaring weaknesses, because what shocked me is his lack of foot speed. He gets hit very easy, man. I'm just saying, he gets hit very easy, and he should not be getting hit on the inside. He can't fight on the inside. He gives his height up. He bends over to the right. He's there for the left hook. Devrachenko hit him with it. Montiel was hitting him with combinations. Now, Blue, Montiel is not Pernell Whitaker, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He should not be getting hit by them slow punches, man.
Right.
But he was. He got hurt to the body with a left hook, right on the stomach. Boom. And Charlo backed up, and then I was looking at him between rounds. I just didn't like what I see, man. It was alarming. But the Charlo fans would tell me, and they was telling me, nah, Kirk, you overreacted, man. No, Charlo, you know how it is when you fight in your hometown. I said, well, I'm gonna be overreacting a lot. I guess I overreacted against Brandon Adams too, and Karabov, and Dennis Hogan, even though he got the knockout. So I just see a guy who's right for the picking, and that's what Canelo sees. They're going to fight next year. Canelo's fighting Charlo because he's thinking now is the right time to get him.
Mm-hmm. Yep. DJ, brother in the super chat, once again, he said, Boots' father Bosley said he walks around at 165, but I saw him at the Tank fight, and he was at least 180. I'm 6'2", and he was almost eye level with me. Yeah, I saw Boots, and yeah, he's not a small kid, man. He's in shape. Bradford White, brother in the super chat, Blue, been here for a few months, but if Pac-Man fights Mayweather again, what do you predict? Floyd went in the same way. Nothing changed. Even at 44, 45 years old, nothing changed. Nothing. Kurt, what do you make of that? That they said that he has an exclusive deal where he's obligated for a Floyd Mayweather fight to the PBC. That's the only fight he's obligated to a promoter. If you have that in place, doesn't that mean that, isn't that an indication, not that it means, but that's an indication that it's a possibility we get that rematch, right, Kurt? Because he says that that's the only obligation he has to the PBC, Showtime, and Fox. Showtime and Fox, is if he get a Floyd Mayweather rematch. That's the only obligation he has. No other promoters, no other management team. This came out in the mix of him talking about, a mix of his team and him talking about him with this situation with this Pilgrim management company that's taking him to court right now and trying to stop this fight. So what do you think about that, Kurt?
Well, right now, he is a retired fighter. If he says, I'm coming out of retirement, then we probably got something. But if he doesn't mention, I'm coming out of retirement, then they look at him as a retired fighter. Right now, he's a retired fighter unless he says, well, I'll start back training. I don't see it happening, but you never know with boxing. I mean, honestly, I love Mayweather and Pacquiao, but it's time we move past them, man, because it just seems like they just gobble up everything. Mayweather's still relevant because who he's fighting, Jake Paul and everybody, and Pacquiao still fighting. Man, I mean, they just won't go away. But if Mayweather says, hey, I'm stepping back into the ring, then more than likely it's Pacquiao. But right now,
And my thing is, Kurt, like, why would that be in place?
Yeah, that's kind of a mystery to me. I couldn't tell you. You know, I mean, it's so many, you know, left turns in boxing. I don't know. A boxing contract is more sophisticated than any other sport because he has a lot of, you know, obstacles in there. So I don't know. That's a new one on me. So,
And my thing is, I feel like if he beats Errol Spence, right, Floyd Mayweather have to have some sort of agreement, like that it's a possibility. You see what I'm saying? Like for Manny Pacquiao to sign that and say he has an obligation for that, there has to be something there on both ends to say that this is a possibility, depending upon what takes place in the future. You see what I'm saying, Kurt? Like you ain't gonna just sign that, like, well, just in case of Floyd. You understand? Like it's something there. You know what I mean?
right.
Machiavelli Mafia, brother in the super chat, he said, Kurt, does difference in growth of the Charlo brothers speak to quality of trainer for each brother? Mel has heard better since leaving the good brother Ronnie. I guess he meant Mel has gotten better since leaving the good brother Ronnie.
It may play a small part. I think it's attitude. I think it's commitment. I think it's who you're fighting. It doesn't help your career when you're fighting like average people. Mel fought Rosario and Harrison twice, and you see improvement. Iron sharpens iron, so it makes a big difference who you fight. Tank has fought Santa Cruz and Barrios, so it makes a huge difference who you fight and how often you fight. That's why Andrade and Charlo is going the opposite way instead of because they're too talented to struggle against fighters like Liam Williams and Montiel. They're way too talented. So that's why it's alarming. I said it's small, maybe 5%, but I think its growth is activity and competition.
817 Boxing B, brother in the super chat. He said, Blue, I want it in stone. Hear that I've been saying for the longest. Boots beats Bud if he can get him in the ring. Hold me to it. Salute to you and Kurt. Yeah, man, that dude is good, man. That dude is good. He's good, man. He only 23 too, Kurt. That's what gets overlooked, man.
Yeah, I think his birthday was Saturday. I think he's 24 now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I think his birthday was the same day of the Tank fight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, you're right. Demetrius Bright, brother in the super chat once again. He said, Blue Blood Kurt, Munguia, William Williams, and Escueva Falco might catch Charlo slipping. Do y'all really think Charlo knocks out Castano? Oh, I think Jamel Charlo's gonna knock out Brian Castano. Oh, for sure. I believe he's gonna knock out Brian Castano. What you think, Kurt?
Yeah, it'll be an uppercut too. Castano will get too close to Charlo. He's gonna try to out hustle Charlo and win rounds. He doesn't hit hard, but he's a volume puncher, and against a style like Charlo, who's a pinpoint assassin, you open yourself up for counters. And I think it's going to be an uppercut because Castano he makes a mistake on defense. His offense is his defense. He gets close to you, but his shoulders are square. Sometimes his feet is together. He's open for a uppercut right through the middle. So I think that's the punch that's going to get him in trouble. I like Charlo between 8 and 10 rounds, TK over Castano.
And Kurt, Sinstrong said he just turned 23. He's not 24. Wow.
He turned 23? Wait a minute. You sure? When his birthday, June? Check it out, because I thought he was 23 and turned 24.
No, he turned 24 June 26th.
Okay.
Yeah, he turned 24 June 26th.
Kizzy
Hayes, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on us in the super chat. Salute, Blue and Kurt. Thanks for all the great content and boxing knowledge. Appreciate you, great brother.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, Sinstrong, he turned 24 June 26th. He's 24. 24 years old, man. Just turned 24. That's unbelievable.
I want to see him go on the bench from 24 to 32. His prime years, he shit like 8 years. I hope he gets the fights, and I hope, you don't know if fight are going to change. See, once the money start coming in, when people change, but I just hope he has boxing in his blood, but I just hope he gets to fight for legacy purposes, man. And because he's exciting. I love seeing him fight. Because I know what he's going to do. But and plus he's in a hot division, my favorite division, welterweight. So I want to see him fight different styles too. Jamal James will be a good fight for him. I want to see him fight a tall, lanky boxer. So,
hey, Kurt, let me ask you. Cap City 518, what's going on? Knuckle Up, what's going on? Albert Harper, what's going on? How you see a fight with him in GB Lifetime Videos? What's going on? Candy Slim 501, It's Jay, Matt Money, Kizzy Hayes, what's going on? Now, we both, self-realization, what's going on? We both favor him to beat Keith Thurman, but how you see the fight playing out?
I think he's going to put pressure on Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is athletic, but sometimes he throw long, wide punches. Boots is a lot stronger than we think. He's big, but he can box. But I think for some reason, if he fights Thurman, he will pressure Thurman, and he's a very good body puncher. We all know Thurman can't take it to the body, and Boots roll with punches. Thurman would have couple of moments because he's a former world champion and a world-class fighter, and he's experienced. But I see Boots getting Thurman out of there between 7 and 9 rounds. Thurman can't take Boots shots. I can see that. Boots has a very sneaky right hook. He throws it on a weird angle, the same hook that caught Lipinets. And I think he gets Keith Thurman out of there between 7 and 9, maybe sooner. It depends on him.
Destin T, Devin Blocker, what's going on? Donald Outlaw, what's going on? Now, what you think about the great brother, Soldier 911? He asked us, Gervonta Tank Davis versus Regis Prograis. I personally think Gervonta Tank Davis wins the fight. I think that Gervonta Tank Davis is sharper, more accurate. He's more explosive. He's quicker. He's more versatile than Regis Prograis. Regis Prograis is strong. Gervonta Tank, it's a risky fight for Gervonta Tank Davis because of Regis' his power, but he lacks on defense. He makes a lot of mistakes. So I think Tank will win the fight. But what you think about that fight?
Yeah, that's a tough fight because Regis is really strong, but it's going to take strength and boxing IQ, defense, and a boxer. Regis is strong, but he doesn't box well enough technically to beat a Tank Davis. So I like Tank in that fight. You get a guy with length, foot speed, and a long, stiff jab who can use the ring and just box. It will be a very interesting fight. Somebody like Tank and Devin Haney, because he has the athleticism. But if you're going to stand flat-footed, that's not the way to beat Tank, man. Tank is quick. He has deceptive speed, man, and the power is like, special, God-given, born with it. So I think he beats Prograis. Prograis, excuse me. I don't like Prograis' defense.
DJ and brother in the super chat, he said, what do y'all think about the Mikey versus Prograis rumors? Good fight. Again, I favor Mikey Garcia, just sharper. I think sharper boxer is going to beat Regis Prograis. He just makes a lot of mistakes. He opens up too wide. I just, when you're dealing with sharp fighters, he's going to make it rough, rugged, tough fight. But when you're dealing with sharp boxers who counterpunch, I believe they're going to be too much for Regis Prograis because he's not fleet-footed as well. So I just think Mikey going to win the fight. I like the fight as a fan of the sport of boxing, but Mikey wins. What you think, Kurt?
Good fight. I like Mikey against Prograis. I like the timing of Mikey. Mikey throws what we call educated punches. His defense is not great, but his offense is his defense. He got that 1-2. Mikey's a smart fighter. He's very experienced. He can't beat boxers and pro grades. That's Mikey's Achilles heel. Pro grades doesn't box well enough. He'll beat the second tier 140 pounders because he can fight. But there's levels to this. But against people like Tank and Taylor and Mikey Garcia, I don't think he can beat them.
Brother DJ back in the super chat. I believe Progress versus Ramirez are tailor made, and Progress and Ramirez are tailor made for Tank at 140. Progress gains out, gasses out in fights, and Ramirez is too aggressive and slow. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Cincinnati OG Blue 513. What's going on? He says, didn't Gary Russell beat Jerron Boots Ennis twice? Why not talk about him? We do talk about him. The thing is that he. Go ahead, Kurt.
No, go ahead, Blue. Finish it.
No, go ahead, brother.
That's the amateurs. Completely different than the pros. The pros and amateurs are so different. You can have a great amateur like Howard Davis Jr. for the 76 Olympic team. He won the Val Barker Award over Sugar Ray Leonard, over the Spence brothers, over Leo Randolph as the Olympians' best boxer. But when he came to the pros, he was like a little better than average. Mark Brillin the same way. And you have guys who was in the amateurs who was like really good too. Emmanuel Stewart was 94-3 as an amateur, and as a pro, he wasn't that good. And that's just how it is. A lot of fighters can't make the transition. But you look at somebody like Tommy Hearns, who only had 7 knockouts as an amateur, and then when he turned pro, he just got better and better and better and became a special fighter. So it's just different, the amateurs and the pros. It's a different ball game.
Demetrius Bright, brother, back in the super chat. Booba, Kurt, Ben versus Granados on July 31st. Who wins on Jamel's undercard? Aleem versus Vital on July 17th. Also, August 28th, Benavidez Uzcategui. I think Conor Ben is going to beat Adrian Granados. I don't think Adrian Granados has much left in the tank. I think I like Aleem to beat Vidal. And I like Benavidez to beat Uzcategui. Who you got, Kurt?
Yeah, Uzcategui and Granados is on the downside of their careers. I like Benavidez to walk through Uzcategui, and I like Ben to walk through Granados. He takes a lot of punishment, man, so you got to keep an eye on him, man. And Ben is going to knock him out. And I like Rais Aleem to beat Vidal by knockout. I like Aleem a lot. So
me too. I think it's all knockouts.
Yep.
All knockouts. Actually, I think Benavidez is just going to stop Uzcategui. Just accumulation. He's going to take a lot of punishment.
Yep.
Soldier Boy 911, brother, in the super chat once again. I think Tank will catch Regis with a Street Fighter Tiger uppercut. Yeah, I think so too. Because he just makes too many mistakes. Too many, man. He opens up like he's Kurt. You know what he does too? He slips to the same side. His defense is predictable. He'll slip and bend at the hips, same side, like he did with Josh Taylor. You can't do that with Tank.
Yeah, you don't supposed to leave patterns, man. It's easy to break a fighter down once he does that. You're supposed to fight off rhythm, but a lot of fighters can't do that. But it's hard to break a fighter down when he fights off rhythm. And pro grades, I like pro grades, but at certain level, like I said, third, second tier, he'll mop the floor with them guys. But first tier fighters, he's gonna have problems.
Yeah. But let's get on out of here, Kurt. Tomorrow, TBC.
Yes, indeed. Trey Young and Gian is not playing. Man, these playoffs been marred by the injuries, man.
It's
And
it's a weird, man. I just told my son that yesterday. I'm like, man, this is.
but
He was right, LeBron James, when he said that this shouldn't be happening.
I was getting ready to say that because he was telling everybody, it was just, it was just they getting hurt, man, because their bodies is breaking down, man, and because of the season. And I'll tell you, Brooklyn would have beat Milwaukee if it wasn't for Kyrie Irving, but you can't use injury as an excuse. But that's when the whole series changed. But I'm gonna watch the Knights game, and I got Phoenix winning it all. So, but anyway, man, I'm not going to do my Q&A. Okay,
Hold on 1 second, Kurt. Jack T, brother in the super chat, he said Tank and Boots both have beautiful leaping hooks. That's not always a good thing. Leaving your feet in the sport of boxing, Jose Villanueva, what's going on? Leaving your feet in the sport of boxing is not a good thing, and especially it become muscle memory. It's a bad habit. It's not a good thing, man. It's a bad habit. What you think about that, Kurt?
Yeah, you supposed both of your feet supposed to be on the ground. Now, people do that because they're athletically gifted. Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Robinson, used to jab with 1 foot up in the air and spin around. And Ali used to, jab and pull straight back. You don't do certain things, which is a cardinal sin, but those guys are so athletically gifted they can get away with it. But I would not suggest fighters. I'll correct that habit. Both of your feet, always supposed to be in a canvas. Like Errol Spence, when you throw punches at Errol, he'll jump back with both feet. I don't like that. I don't like that. You should be well balanced, and both of your feet should be planted on the canvas. You should always be balanced. That's why I love Joe Louis. He's one of the best. He was just so balanced. His feet. He didn't have quick feet, but it was the balance and the technique that which he fought out of. I love it, but yeah, that's a bad habit, man. You don't want that.
Mm-hmm. Demetrius Bright said, I got one more in the super chat. Salute to Demetrius Bright. He said, Blue Blood Kurt, one more. Stephanie Mills versus Betty Wright, Kurt.
Stephanie Mills. And I like Betty Wright. She was a monumental artist because she was very radical, but Stephanie Mills could sing, man. So I will say Stephanie Mills over Betty Wright.
Yes, sir. Let's go ahead, Kurt. Close us out. Let's get on out of here.
Yes, indeed. I'm gonna take the night off with my Q&A. I got another show to do at 9 o'clock. Great rivalries in boxing history. But I will be back tomorrow. Maybe we'll talk about some music. I broke my headphones, man. So now I ordered some more the other day. I like keeping 2 or 3. I broke them, man, tonight before I got on the show. So I'm pissed off. But anyway, great show, Blue. Thank you for the super chats, family. Thank you for your patience and the questions, man. We love talking boxing on this platform. My name is Curtis Anderson, aka Kurt Sugar, and we will see you tomorrow.
You already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow us on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.
Peace.